Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings.
Sawachi Koya Natrasa Samaba Sawachi Koya Natrasa Samaba Sawachi Koya Natrasa Samaba
na Ghana ye ko ni ma se ba yin echi ye yan mpo all those also educated ye too so ko na ye TV ko Ghana ye yi TV for no FS me ye second e to ye kasa ko hu yan pass e ba no cha one ye mi am kasa e tell me say TV for no FS na me ye second ye yan ni kasa bia on kota bi ye pesa be ti di po Ghana ye ti sika so kwam de ye ni amembo boni nti na ejimi fo bo ma na nyansa fo aba eni ni na me be tue ni paka say na nyumate ye ni hwe ka tegba omia na menya ni kese ono na iri na busuafo omo komo anim na yesu nti ye nso ye be wi obo ye nwu
tie we Oh, 979 Pop What's up? Insuone ejai e said the insuone pete Dr. Mamadou Baumia baby awo bia maache salam alaikum atakbir Allahu akbar Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam idimu eni ejina na ne baby anokura no wono ye de to krunkrun yo akwantu ya yenuanu muslimifo otu yi enya agudie enya fadi aguro sanso da oman Ghana nkanko eni yesika sem ntoto ye no enya ade bia eya aguro because se enam bank guonti enne bema nye bema enam bank aye tutu mu se no gu ninti ena ye ni Ghana Ghanaian owned banks ewa ye man Ghana na mama wodo de na doso chan ye dia na wutimi don saba pempem obo ekasa banking crisis no ye bibi edibu a Ghana wutimu emufo ye bibi a edibu a Ghana wutiri emufo Ghana mampani abadi etire ye baba bobo ne nini bi ni nsem ni bia wo kan nra na Ebra Ghana for ebisa say na Baumia way no. I think the vice president got it wrong. Ebra na ye nyina ye ebisa say Baumia way no. Na ye ebisa free say na ye sidi na ho ade atia bafam. E se die kai say emre bi ba ye Dr. Baumia ka say ye sidi ho ade no etiko form sa no. E kire say empanifo anom wo ho sa abere no. E ye John Mahama wo mutrewu. Eti ye sidi ni tete ba form afa ngobo so kosoro no na ye bisa say eti was it the same Baumia waka asasem wey ene ye man panya ba de kira wono na ye the head of the economic management team, and that is why we were asking of you Baumia, you probably got it wrong. We were asking of you because na ye nwanwa because one kasa boss Mampanyi na nado danko Akufo-Addo ekogina ayawaso was were gone ebra no mokoye by elections no wogina simpie so ka se nyanse wo wiase nyina wo na hye wutrim His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo emye nyane ntiye se niye nti a wo ye na bedi akire eye because eba ye sika sem ntoto ya wutiri abobew So we remember the time Awoka said, if the fundamentals of the economy is weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And now what Awoka said, the fundamentals of the economy is still strong. So if the fundamentals of the economy is stronger, and you're dying with one case mo, and you're dying the COVID, any Russia and Ukraine talk, economy nasesa. And yet then, if the fundamentals, oh my God, the sick as some for payment, then a general pay to send your doctor Mama Dubaumia, cana, and yet then, and external shocks, it will be higher economy. And yet, Ghana, and yet, dear, hold to America, and yet, Ghana, and yet, dear, hold to Britain, and yet, Ghana, and yet, dear, hold to Mama Hoodwa, Womuna Tumpong, and Ganya Jay, and Dimrika, and what be Papa Detre, name Manfo. And yet Ghana, and yet you want to do. Now video now boy, it was a scam, and we'll prove it. Video now boy say America for Aquatina filling station, and now mu bobna say fuel prices equosrono. Sa video no, I didn't think a man and nenama. I didn't think a yante nianana on your crown war bobna on your crown and original filling station no, and war bobna. I didn't think a yante. Why? But you claim that is your evidence to show, say, and pampa in the United States of America. Fangobo, akosro, amatima mufuosu. Nano, a teafonia for Mubedi Madance here. Some of the Bloomberg report beach remo. I chese, a mama woodwa, omofangobo no kosrono, and a moment to go a business, a 2 woodwa did that fangono sono, or may ye free so. Ghana, a diani. Ghana, and then Dr. Mamadou Baumia, one of finance minister, any economic management team, Ura Lancham, I think I will be no. And then, and my ye, after 2 hours. Have also not been left out. Ediane boy aya den ewo mayimo. Wakoya can say the FAO Global Food Price Index increased from 95.1 at the end of 2019 to 140.7 as of February 2022. Sasemi okai enokre ampa mwankasa mudi adanse said ediane boy aya den ewo dwom. Ene okoto banche ebo a woto ye 2016 wode to 2016 ade to anade ne ho a ampa aduane bo aye den eti Dr. Mamadou Baumia we nkwa de wo kan no kre aduane aye den ampa afa yanko we so hia. Now Dr. Baumia claim say in the first quarter of the year ya sofa ade bia e mobo eye abotesem rating agencies Fitch, Moody's, anybody abekache Ghana say ya hunya kono eti obi aya na dwese obo ya bosia yeni sa anwodin a ye betimi sa de ensa to ye botom edi sika na ma oni akrono eti Ghana ho aya mobo Ghana hunya kono eti bosia bono eyade adin pa say so bi boy ya bosia ye benya sika atua true. Dr. Mamadou Baumia, rating agencies downgrade on my Ghana. And as a matter of fact, answer na Ukraine and Russia and talk on the bebano. Now Moody's a downgrade ye see. Now Moody's a downgrade ye answer na Russia and Ukraine and talk on said that by February. Answer and Tokwane Beshas, Ghana for Monkai, Mr. I am not holding any paper here. Where a simple memory, go down in your memory. Yes, Ghana for Enchabia, now you're real fiadie. Mabru na Mowa Tescon, University for, and not Dr. Mamadou Baumia, Ejina Monim, now walk us same way. Google it right now. Answer na Russia and Ukraine, Tokano, Ebebano. Now Moody's, I downgrade on my Ghana. Aka say we see kasamon to yanye na World Bank edika bo manga na koko se eka emene na ya boye koko na ya che se baby a ye debt to GDP ne kono ye yedum pempenso a eya ma oman no a ye from the Ghana no ye tua ne home wontimi home distress debt distress country ni nyina ye ade a wobetima hwehwe wokọ enkratam a wobehu Ghana maburu. Hey, wise up, oh. Don't allow these politicians to come and stand in front of you and lie and get away with murder. Afei, me say, Baumian semni nyina ye de to apaso. Na ya fact check it. Now, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia can say, the increase in commodity prices has been exacerbated by Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia and Ukraine together account for 30% of global wheat exports. Now, sa claim way say Russia and Ukraine ye ka omu boma wahanchi chemu aduasa omu na eboa na yenya wheat ne ho kro no ba no sa claim no no kre. Yes, inflation declined from an average of 17.5% in 2016 to an average of 7.2% in 2020. But say ye hwe ye bottom na ye hwe eye aketua na ye hwe eto ahodo a yagigye na ye hwe bosi a yabo wo Ghana for di mu a without whether Russia Ukraine conflict or no Russia Ukraine conflict Ghana for business sika ni nyina no ye de yeden and COVID-19 so a Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia edi ye excuse no Ghana nya sika free ho but answer no ye be call no quick one yentie eye Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia the claimer will make it far COVID-19 and say wojina so aka say enu nti na ama yesika sem agin semusan yentie de okan.
Consumers are complaining about energy bills, higher taxes, the water bill, higher national insurance, higher broadband charges, and so on. And in fact, the entire Eurozone is also feeling the pinch of rising prices. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed, the data shows that in the UK and the US, for example, inflation is accelerating at 3 to 4 times its rate in 2019, before COVID. In Cote d'Ivoire, inflation is accelerating at 5 times its rate before COVID-19. In Nigeria and Ghana, inflation is accelerating between 1.3 and 2 times the rate before COVID. The path of
and also what they say COVID. Meanwhile, ni aboka dadao. Meanwhile, na adeswa soye. Meanwhile, na World Bank aboye koko se. Bosia na mo bobo no edeka ebeba. Na ya boye koko. Na in fact, experts wo krom ha. Aboye koko 2019 ko na ko he nkomotwetwe a na ekoso ewo debt to GDP 2020 ko he enkomo a na ekoso Ghana ha on debt to GDP. In fact 2019 and 2020 na Ukraine ni Russia ntokwa ni nyamaye. Na Ukraine any Russia ntokwa no enyamaye tie ho no Bawumia wodi tro fo boa. Yankwa yanim na yenhwe ade we quick yankwa eye bosi ahodo a o magege de Bawumia ekafa ho ehwo no so ye ba be yi ne to ewade bi ho ko loans.
From the loans that we have borrowed, you see that we borrowed money to build the University of Environment, Science and Sustainable Development in Somanya. We contracted the loan that is part of our debt stock. The Pokwasi interchange is part of our debt stock. The Tema Impakadan Railway is part of our debt stock. The debt borrowing for Kumasi Airport Phase 2 is part of our debt stock. Tamale Airport is part of our debt stock. Obechebi Lamte interchange is there. We've borrowed money for polytechnics and technical and vocational training centers, construction of bridges, the secondary cities program, the modernization and equipment of Tetekwashi Memorial, Kibi, Aburi, Etibie hospitals, expansion of the University of Ghana Hospital Phase 2, 50 bridges, the portable water system in Yendi. We also have borrowed money for the expansion and rehabilitation, and expansion of hospitals.
We have borrowed. We have borrowed. It is also part of our debt stock. These two phrases, now, TMA, a year pokwasi interchange now. Mr. Google Adeway. Government secures funds for pokwasi interchange. Storia ebe puaba. Eye storia a war City FM and a Ghana Web and then the home chronoba. Now, the story dates as far back as November 17, 2016. Now, Ocha say, government has signed a loan agreement with the African Development Bank to provide $83 million for the construction of Pokwasi Interchange as government provides $11 million. The $94 million project is scheduled to commence in the first quarter of next year. Where year 2016 and 7 making, if it is to commence in the first quarter of next year, then we are referring to 2017. Project no per story way now you estimated say ebe within 36 months. Speaking in Accra after signing the agreement, Finance Minister Enya Kenoforiato, Finance Minister Setekpe stated that the project includes several social amenities such as schools, hospitals, library, hence the amount quoted. Eti said Dr. Mamadou Bawumia say Pokwasi interchange e kano e yomo ka men te wana say wa pacha say e ye ka da ho abeka omo ka no ho ana. You need to be clear. Is that what he's suggesting? And now say wa pacha say omo na ko boss abosia no ama e ka be do omo so. But question now one kasa sete ye no baako na di akotiri na wode sam waye ba eninti wokoba Pokwasi interchange was say busia mabono edian ena wode aye Bawumia wa wo kwachia wo sete ye no busia mabono edian ena wode aye yanka say mahama busia wo boy ye no edian na wode aye wanka sa kwachia ne say busia mo mabono edian ena wode aye na Pokwasi interchange ya woko boss yi enim di foi test confo mu ye googling ya na mo kɔ abɛfo tenten fidie no so a ebe kyerɛ baabi anokra no wɔ afei yenkɔ ɛyɛ University of Sustainable Development, University of Environment and Sustainable Development. Se wutie wabra me se bɔne ne bio akyerɛ no mo a mo anya kwan entie Bawumia nra no wabra me bɔne ne bio akyerɛ no se wutie se na Bawumia ebo eye University of Environment and Sustainable Development was so many. I was say and no so abeka omo kano ho. Now, yen Google bio test confort mom yen Google minority questions 38 million euros loan agreement for Eastern Region University. Minority sabra no na NPP minority. Omo na na omo so bedwafie. Wa abra mahama etu anamo we akobo sa abosia no. Womu jina mrasha bedwafie de omu nan pempem ho te se minua Emmanuel Owusu se omompene adentina mahama etu sa na mo we akobo sa abosia we wode kwaya dai ene Dr. Mamadou Bawumia bejina Ghana fo anim se ye ka eka ne bia beto omo so a eka we eka ho. Bawumia, I am reminding you again, question and one kasa wo sete ye no question ne say bosia mu abono edian ena modi aye. Now, how come your answer to this question ekwa maokobo University of Environment and Sustainable Development? Meanwhile, enkrata de abakwasam kire say sa bosian eye NDC aban ena kobo ye. NDC aban ena kobo sa bosian we. Na NDC aban te sa Bawumia de wa nkasa wudi adanse no. Womo ampampa omo je bosia no omo DC University to say ye hunu e was screen so ma mo share Power 979 Facebook live story ni nie say wo ji ati say we makok sheda coaching some bibi ati jim bibi ena me dia to afidie no so a wan kasa Google na kwahwehwe and you will see the story. Let me read the details. Mama Yusuf Joy FM voice. Parliament has passed a 38 million euro loan agreement between the government of Ghana and Deutsche Bank for the construction of the University of Environment and Sustainable Development in Somenya and Donkokrom in the Eastern region. Before the agreement was passed, however, the minority raised concerns about value for money and some of the components of the agreement. Back to Power FM. Now, Sawutie story where ya excessive dom kuma na ya MPP dom kuma no more mrashe bedefie sabre no. Womu raise concerns. Eti, how is this loan part of Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia and Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo? How is this loan part of Bosi Amoko boy? And in Yamudia? A yet the crana, Ubo project, project, no, a proudly Monamo de buyer. How? Way a tro, yan twaso, yan for froso. Now, Wasako Car say, phase 2 of Kumasi Airport. Make loans asemo Bawumia loans asema no kano se bosi yabo edie ne edie aye answer na Bawumia bekasa no what questions on one kasa asete and on one kasa did hu aye baye question ne baako ene se bosi MPP aban abono edie no de aye and Bawumia say wo mo de bosi ni bi aye phase 2 and as a second phase of Kumasi Airport ene yegina nokure simpie so Fato no monje. President Mahama cut tape for second phase of Kumasi Airport. Sad story way. Test confor mungugu na monje. Na munya isadi ane se amanyoni bejina manima na wakabrofo bia ne mani age ye se bia sika bi nso na mo penso ene bia ho no metiase. E bia mu ye ni wia e be ma me yoko gare bia di. Na wadi wudi wia no wakoda de chia na kom sande obi o. Now, story in here, a date as far back December 6, 2016. President Mahama cast tape for second phase of Kumasi Airport. And now me catch you say, first phase now you know. You made the wabra woba me and anam MC. Ewo Kumasi Airport. And I remember vividly, and 70 bia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kanye, to the sense that what I say, there's a second phase of the project. And no matter one among any wusika. And your bow way a buyer. What buy no na Japadia biwo and obesom and no twaso. How is that part of Bosia Woko boy and in Yawodia, Dr. Bawumia? How? How is that part of Bosia Woko boy and in Yawodia? Afa yanko yanim yangura eye de Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia ekafa eye enomani bi o maye in fact fa to so sisi yanko twaso yanko Bawumia.
What has happened to the fundamentals? Let's examine the economic fundamentals. From the loans that we have borrowed, you'll see that we borrowed money to build the University of Environment, Science and Sustainable Development in Somanya.
From the loans that we borrowed, you see University of Environment and Sustainable Studies. Oh Jesus. La ilaha illallah. Bawumia. Hey. No wonder until went to Mambo E-Levision. No wonder. Because your book be a home, sa book no mesrao, munya monko kinkan bi a dangerous book. Especially more business administration, ne finance, a year university no. Mrs. Sa book no kunya bi kinkan you become more than Bawumia. Book ne title here, How to Lie with Statistics. Darrow Half and a tray. Illustrated by Reverend Guest. How to Lie with Statistics. Book nichra kwanya wo betime fa emma so emma wo ho numbers wo ho ampampa numbers won krata mu na wachin some numbers no said the beya wo betime dia ka wasem bia ebedia boaw. That is what Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia did yesterday. Mr. Sid your kind so bio na Ghana fontie. Mo mo share Facebook live. Call.
From the loans that we have borrowed, you'll see that we borrowed money to build the University of Environment, Science and Sustainable Development in Somanya. We contracted the loan that is part of our debt stock. The Pokwasi interchange is part of our debt stock. The Tema Impakadan Railway is part of our debt stock. The debt borrowing for Kumasi Airport Phase 2 is part of our debt stock. Tamale Airport is part of our debt stock. Obechibi Lamte Techniques and Technical and Vocational Training Centers, construction of bridges, the Secondary Cities Program, the modernization and equipment of Tetekwashi Memorial, Kibi, Aburi, Etibie hospitals, expansion of the University of Ghana Hospital Phase 2. We held.
How about me? What kind when you know? And no, at the end of the day, the pocket is the economy. Et the normal baby the ba me CSA MPP are buying aye. Sika baby the ba almost so much CSA o me hwihwan e free Ghana for so no. Adenti ne Ghana for so mu boto mu nye. Se mati maboabo sika no baby the ba adenti ne Mwasa bejina Ghana krabia wo musika kakra wo munua bi anya e wo amanone a wo mane e de abre abusuafo e wo man Ghana no nso mo de mo nsa beka in the form of e-levy. No wonder said Dr. Mamadou Bawumia Ghana ni a wutie me babunu titiriu a wutie de gabi ochire document ma John Mahama ba wahala e de na gabi ochire document pa achire Edienti na nana gabi ochidako wo kasa na ni koma yiri ntiri a wo yire ne ho denden se MPP for mama moto emma propaganda ni ndidi mutrim emma mo dwen se MPP nya bi munko abonten na monton monton nsem no te se de ye ya asempatre no monton wo mo yam shisho figo because amafo busa se de wabra ye tu anamo se ye kobo busia ye bubo odin gabi ochidako se mudi ose wo mudi sika bebre ahye isai ekosi eto obi frodo obia so obi frodo wa e de na aye wo mamra ne ni di PDF for no way PDF for no mo frodo ye no mo way
ye hu omo ana omo
han said any Bawumia Russia-Ukraine war started in only late February. We can beginning of February, late February. 1 month ago, and being blamed for past 4 years failures. God forbid for a prolonged war. Yet, how ready are we for its full impact in the weeks and months? That should be the question we must be asking. Just February, yeah.
Anyway, Papa de Sequa Professor John Gachi or say one misdiagnose Ghana. Your problem.
It was a doctor. That's just what I do. Bonnet.
Edu bonnet.
And not the Amaya.
Edu bonnet. Edu bonnet or the Amaya. Na say we call us a pity. Na say doctor say me diagnose you. Na say we na say yare crowd yare no. Ena o tumi hu ye ene osai komo waduro fofra na tese ose kofie ne kowu
etu ama kofie kowu
aduro enra professor
aka kofie koyere kofie kowu Professor John Gachi de no na tese Dr. Bawumia ba ye no obema ye duro no wama ye kofie kowu aduro ei wama tipai no kra ekase ba Professor
kasa Russia-Ukraine
COVID-19. Now, Professor Stephen Adai, near Bre, your friend say, banks now,
almost shared the
goon, was say, and command ya, and Kabim the other baba, and command ya, William Kaka, Baba to a man, Gabioche Daco, you see the same phrase. Gabioche Daco, no so Casano, Nana near Brepa say, and a banking crisis, no, or man yet your moya in a cadence some pea, never back.
Nashes Ketri, dear Mudigu bank, and Munian is I do a capapanasum.
But question is, Obina did you cosimo so, a casa monye. Question ye busano. By dear Professor Stephen Adai was a state of Ghana's economy. Bawumia spoke as a politician in opposition, but now facing the realities of economics in government. I said, we are shocking you. And I was I can be before Francois. I know some Ganjawana.
Okay.
Was it using 21 billion Ghana cedis to collapse 9 banks?
Oh my God.
Partly to blame for Ghana's economic crisis. Using And you see, no, you will be advertised. One if you pay.
Yes.
I can't say, I'm morning you be too. A BSc pain. Abandon went to Sana Mono. I didn't know, yeah.
It said, when not just a wound near Nuswadi.
Thank you.
18 will be good. Eh, now I drain I am not him back.
Good question.
Sir, who could crucify to treat dear say, Medi good bank so. Anka says the cannibal to be a savior. We
are no sabe suatre. Say, says he can now what you could say, no, and no becca ye can. Now, why in the casa, yes, I'm my why? At one almost will make ye free one. What ye within the coming days, no crown about done when and some of the doors will bow me. I can sap you a chat to baby. But I'm ready. And for you can see any of the bread here for me. I quite baby.
And my jaw so black.
And then we are met on council. When Mugabe.
Mugabe, so no or two way. Or no fancy or person. Me money, dear Nana. Where say a tea? When you're Timmy Capawasha, say a friend. Was it when you pass Samuel Mugabe? And so from me. Son, what person me money gumbi. I 10 Ghana, 20 Ghana.
Ben a gumbe ni about me, dear.
Aye.
And then you Mugabe is saying,
and they onya me friend, I'm a money gumbi. Back on me, hello, Kweku.
Hello, be possible.
Yeah, man, happy birthday. Uncle Punshano, what's Abrante, obey ni Pakasiam. What shall I say the Otia, Sikaba, Jai?
A bad papa.
And Yassam Kitra. Sinamen costume shan.
Emmanuel would ye be?
Sa.
With him, a Kufuado Eura, a year British Prime Minister, a damn one, if you want. As on the dining and I would have radio. Ralph, the video the tromo. That's a patapay, dear baby. One Macquarie Grandma Boris Johnson. Easy. Oh, Ralph, your video then. I said whether Wako or Papa no mammy feeling. Sir, or Papa no mammy. Oh, say, mamma, no more. It did another what you jump Boris Johnson and Nemuno. One man a crime and in without one cousin. Oh, send your Baba on chain. Number 10 Downing Street. Wow. Baba, oh, Yana. And I mean, Impo. Back come and a young queen. I have read you, son, your mamma.
How are you? I'm overjoyed to see you as ever. How are you?
What didn't it kind?
Eh, bra, for the
Sani, Nana.
Sani, no.
Oh, maybe, sir.
I will cook for land, Sani, no.
Oh, okay. I see. Now, no, Dumika, Quay.
Minim.
Copeking Kadiana.
If you are not to coach,
and as I say, yeah.
What do you say?
Jimmy and Shania, dear driving room. A Ghana for me cry daily graphic the Bocata treat and accuracy every day. And Nabodin na animal hano Chasamania or Diaboki. A yehu Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Nymphonia or Hama Penia Bedeche. Back when Mrs. Say, Papa, Uboni dia no BS in us. Say, Chassa were good when the Marcia man. And no Samira. Hey, come on, say. And you make a fear pat, ye quiet now. Sa say ye beke economy as a match. Na fe one wa kuru kasano are disappointed. Yeah,
it's ocean near Bana. Oh, Miss Remo say, sa video ye be palmamo. Ocean near Mana. And Rebecca Kufuadon, so a brand worker NHIS once. Say the NHIS a quay pano. One director, the picket. Becky shot, my beautiful Rebecca shot. No, pick it Baumia, Samira Baumia so short. That's a semin seal, semin shoe.
Emma Mupa or back or county Timo say, a jammy queen Mutrud. Dr. Baumia to me, a dim trauma. Bon samo to okra was say, hey, quack, no bon samano. Sure. What to me I may attractive.
Wow.
Sure. As I say, the doctor.
Same thing another test boys in the Niagino. Because of my attracted to the lies.
Yeah. Modern, yes, sending. And of course, I'm say beautiful Rebecca and so the end and the half.
Yeah.
And now no more Cassanson and on a brofo.
At the pa.
Oh, mammy. And no quad the two chamber.
Se brofonia di boom my uncle, Nini Kuria, dear papa.
Nikuni dear. My penny okufado or Cassa Bruni Krant.
Yeah.
Bruni Krant, yes.
Obia Boris Johnson to me a pardon.
A pardon? Cassa says a pardon. Hey! To papa and the yellow dormo cabro for no more yet. Dr. Baumia. I say, one more build the economy no. Yata say, what did you say, a near man yet, now so. One more doing she a guaquemu se be ya. Bibia better than aquema Ghana for. Ye bet me a dear, and no what the moon and summer bad, the bocatemu, and a national best farmer at 2021. A Sikaya Kasi at the moment of 600,000 Ghana cedis, ADB Ediamano. A fair canet second lady, Hedia Ramatu Aliu Mahama, Wadane Binkum so enra, and as some see a colibua by our sabium nice, a rehosamopa.
Yamin Fanny Cra NCA, one swab of some of my Ghana.
And Penefort said the Islam and I say Muslim a mamre society no one more a bedi a tree not a cent one more up and a crab.
All right. Nana ima Ghanaian Times Misha Electricity Company of Ghana. Mama 6 institutions Nansa and the Fwamiansa Nansa say omun kope 8.2 million Ghana cedis eye ECG dia. Na so man ko pa ye betwa mo kaniem.
That's what Modomoka.
Yes, somebody Omoka. Yanyai, Yagusa Yatuasu. 86 institutions. Yamomo 3 days. So I'm going to 8.2 million Ghana cedis. Yes, you bet you Mokaniamo. Now, Tescon, Jumediano Moya and Ra. Economic fundamentals are strong. And now, a yasema Dr. Mama Dubamia Eka. Now, Waka said, Wabra, COVID, and in Russia, Ukraine, and Toka Wahompono. Yesika semfa pemno egusua wa hoden eno ne ene baomia na yatwa yesi waka no nti unya Ghanaian Times obetumi akenkan na naima
daily analyst the Bokata without fear or favor ene nabodini Dr. Baumia said enra ko giant trogu mu no was say aben wetwitwa eto makoma kudunwotwe emu 18 separate taxes emua or say despite challenges ayenya ewo ye revenue mobilization mu no yetimi etwetwa saa to no emunti na che say economy still abai egusu ye adwuma to put it back on track and so
but say no mo sande bae COVID to yade aba ye wo ho to ekrom ayefin ye wo bola to communication service tax and also your tour e-levy
bonneto
hey ready
bonneto sa sika de moje na eba mokofes mu a nyame bebisa mu sa ye bonne
babo aba omientima moso no ehu
Echire bibi
and ba chese ginaye na wo si wo Peace FM no e hwa na ogina
na sese na aban na ayi na ama
what do you say didn't say from
one say ba kwa me say wo mo number e wo bibia mu wa bon wo bibia mu a edu ba bia bukura position no na so yeyi wo si nchen na yaje animdifo de
na so be kai FX committee ya mampanyi kopa o ye mpanifo titirifo abenfo a ye ka say o mbehwe kwan a ye nto 2019 as ade we see satana sidi na ho de na je ye ka so mbra ba na ba mi adi 40 member committee head of the economic management team
ye na sinche ono de sese na ho nya kono bi hwe ba bi edu no the likes of Dr. Makasibe Yebuamo, Dr. Kofi Kuredua Preku. Well, most say you have the men, Now, so one more mutia bewa, one more drain so sono. More you almost in 10 or more dry sa tetiaba shoe. Keteketeno, Yadu more enna, a simunacha seba kwame. One more my brainty, Papa Frederick Oparian, someone one sa for no more form mekahu. Na montutunia managana for ye bre. Eti bra kwame, said the Bokata and Obama, or say one more abolish 18 taxes and or the abafe Ministry of Energy as the same Dr. Kwaba Donko Jaidia Okan what's the doom so baba and yedin shepa egwa kwenti bibia se no same jenfi there be a ena afe
uboni ochia no me sure so
Sammy good morning Miss Sweet Atibako pena eja ramatu mahama nso wa free mu no de hwama no baba.
Fantastic. The Chronicle newspaper no pay yesi baomia kasa was say ane yakobo bosia nenso ye de aye no mapa Ghana fo busa se ewe eno de nka de krata ne de ban no me na me de asoso krata ne se baomia kasa ane yabobosia ai ye de aye bibi papa ena me kwa me nka me busa se me ne Ghana fo nyina ebusa se ade papa no we Ekufu ado ene Jordan ayu ehia mu no ewo London no eno so ho nsam ewo Chronicle unya betimi akenkan
eba kwa me the Herald the Bokata 2 stands na bodini a wose Dr. Mahmoud Bami asesi ade 11 wa dodge baumia
madoji 11
wedani afro no ane esunsumo ho.
That's right.
Na said the Professor Day eka say aban we etimodinti when you see 21 billion Ghana cedis edigu banks makoma konkron 9 ya nanke betumi a support o mamomuji o na so na eno kan bi na ama Ghana ye bresi kasem emu yi no da obakata edi mu ama ne bo aba
wotie Gabi na wotie Baumia sa asem we omundwane mfiri ho ba wo de ti omunyina ye obi a wo se de osika na asem Professor Day say ede ekaba Baumia say ane ede kaba na so ya anya anka kakase pa na beba Gabi o chiri da ko se ane ede kaba baki anya anka ebeye de mpa wo mayimu ana Ghana fo anim de fo say etina kwan foforo bi ani wo obohwa amano ne de si wo America similar situation the America ban ye no de tutu Ghana de no ombusa say na kwan foforo bi ani wo meanwhile you have to promote the Ghanaian business
bro
well
Deputy Finance Minister Abno Sasami what the Kokuba Kone afoforo bi court ese Dubai embassy ese yesi ye bubu ye dirigu ye no o ma lenke no ese wodi mu akoten no sesa na momra court na mekere me
eka we di ebusuafo ntokwa family feud Steve Harvey
ye de fa ye ho ben
Steve Harvey gwa de betwe di asem no the inquisitor no pay was say asem de biabo dumso enyamada dumso emane emachira eni aka kire Dr. Kwabena Donko etie ya me ye sure say by now we boni tiri nko say
prophet of doom
yo mate sewaris
amo pacha say konfobone say o man mo awatimu bi
that's right
it is wo say dumso e ba gina yie na ye de ye ntoto ye dumso bi ani ba bi e ba
ye nyina ye te Ghana na ye akane no ebo na ni prepare na ye de ade
ani Oma beso de nye dumsi esi.
Baba Kamara ni Dangote omaka abom. Omo se omo de nhihye sunu nkubia. Esu bi ba da eba eye ebibi memu ha. Eno so the inquisitor no pay.
Na ba kwame ye service one side. The Daily Dispatch the Obakata factually reliably factual. Na no ni din ena o say Dr. Baumia na tese ne do bonkata de Baumia na o say Ghana ye economy ne fundamentals no na boss ye no ejina ne na so papa na ye better crossing kan man penin John Domini mama wo mo aban abreso wa hwe
eti John Mahama na ye standard operating unit ema Joma ema nanado eni Baumia
wow
obi o mo kasa wa ye incompetent no
me say
ba na ye mo susudua wow we breaking news o
wo ba ban mu say o mo how many years simple
ye ko 6 years
hwe na ugu so kasa bo
John Mahama
na tese wonni ani so ade hu wa bon na ye say revenue leakages bi ekoso water port atese aban se wode nhihye ye gu akoy say obe block
okay wa bra Dr. Mamadou Baumia kase yesika sema boss ye no emu oden ejina so pampe no BNFT dia ba se oma omunya nkomudi omusika beba be hye oman yi mu no omu T bills na omu dwane fi se rate na da so no eyadia enya akono yes BNFT diaba kenkan
na eba kwa me yede besi ha yede besi bibi wo ho ana
dia wo ne se ene ye fiada akogans wo chiaw
my goodness,
Agogan the message tin be a what's it? Hey, what a hairstyle!
Oh, Agogan. When the Mugamunchi ain't no Kawanu to wine. Me patron me tell mammy and Tibi mama one tetegu. Mammy, we are too much Yankupon in show. Bakwame,
yeah,
and that dear, macross carpet.
Yeah.
Mechia Honorable Frederick Paria. General Secretary Papa Power Namo Kwasoba MPP.
Za Mema party card na.
Debi. E say no de nya akono. Za party ne de. Omo go omo ho na omo pe obi a obetumi ama party na ya attractive bio na enye obi one na blue kiosk. Ese General Secretary dia eye Frederick Opare answer intimatiano anope.
Okay.
It's answer now Honorable Eric Opoku. Mema good morning. Auntie ku China House. We you too much mechiawo anope.
Fantastic. Odeno be poso yima na ya afori wa manfo. Entokwa kese bi ikoso abefo tinta video. NPP presidential primaries ne mu be the rough. Aye pinso. Yes for say. Trimamen Tribi Koso between Samira Baumia and Alan Kojochira Batain. Riddle, when the car say, attack NDC, denigrate John Mahama if you want to become MPP flag bearer. So far, it is Baumia who does it well with attacks. This is the outcome of a meeting held by a group of top party apparatchiks and some presidential staffers a fortnight ago in North Legon. By their attitude, we can't trust some of them. They should also attack NDC and denigrate John Mahama if you want to become MPP flag bearer. So far, none of them has been able to organize a single public lecture. And yet, they also want to be flag bearer. We shall be back after the Ramadan. Yes, if what say. Her Excellency Samira Baumia and the Casa same way. Okawie ya na judasium nebo boba edem say na koye message when so every you say Alan Chamatin e camp owura osai frempon manso was say Honorable Alan Kodwo Chamatin is not a liar. He doesn't attack because he is very responsible. He is a man who carries himself and he's not a clown. He will not have to attack Mr. Mahama before he becomes flag bearer of the great MPP. His track records are there for everyone to see. He is not someone who says something today and then turn around to say the opposite. He is credible, trustworthy, and very competent. Madam Samira Baumia, can same be said about your husband? Ebusiano Ntokwesim. Ebusiafo. And not the Equus MPP Muno. Yentu Bricanian Solak Natural Clinic. Dr. Solak and Efiada and Obaba Boy and Commode dead on this beautiful day. Doc
Kwame no kwasem say yen hwese boy ye born nei. Na oba no po na ki pandemuno.
Yeah.
Na ya ba my times two. Unso mass one da gomgom.
That's right.
Oba o de po white aba himfie ho ache no. On say candidate applicants mo no. Omo fidi lato sauce na wa no no. On say Nyankopon ye nwene sebe nka wo kɔ hɔ a na ebi se hede men say unse ebi uya na katum se na ese ye
Mr. O TV so obo hu de doc ye
sa na ese action eh but o de po ne ba himfie bon so ma we la 6,000 na wa no no to once ade say na aye say te ya say home go 10-20 nil
we dey check Ghana and India
ye bo mu sa
100 nil
to once be man news na me two kwan twins bibia sia da
wow
ana galamse amna be beto ha adan ahoma mu nyina atu ahoma nyina awe adan candidate all dey poor white nso sanso no ebi no kwa me nya no nko oba all dey poor ba finfo cha eden ka ba ho on say ye mema no kwa me say ye say pese tafre be bia ebi akwa obi so tafre be bia but all dey poor white money ba finfo a obo say sebe lactic acid nso ne ba no what describe what say sebe kosuamo na apro mo ka say and after you got a sebe I say and me mensa we de na ka say de be on hona betima hua What do you hear bibia tiye ne pese tafre bibia no obi esu cause hey
asamaba
dabi no back front east west yam fancy ya e ba sa bon sa de ne yajaye enti oba o de po aba himfi a e de nka ba to be ho de bon se empire bo no e de be ma ne ba na pampan no apam wo
Tiedino
pampan mami kunu no me oba dada wo oba wo so pam no white mwa no pampan ne pam
edino kra kire pampan e pam wo
wow enti na do fa ne solar cable measure kwa me aba.
That's right.
Solar cable measure 100% cedar because the cedar e wo clean effect e ye dura e betimi a cancel candida abi cancel one strains or more den e kum wo mo atwe nsuo na kwata na firi ho ama ho awo on se ye mema no se ye ba na ye kɔ ye pie so mu hey makam I open the iPhone ka be car keys no my if you sakoma no de fa Instagram dem no post I open fa nyina open Kumasi Akra open me fa kwan nche chai enso nyo de oh metal free government or fa ka ho adan ye pie na som
yeah
anya sa na awade no enyinya
ene se na so twan
sa won so baby won se ensan ketenkete bi obegwa hemfie ho as a disco light no ebegwa no ho no ma eso ho ane ko na dum eso na dum adentia lactic acid na all the points you now can boni say is unwanted visitor in the body but the enemy is never try so fighting out never be ho emre oba be emre miensa one wa de ne ho asensa two efa wo skin on say se be in your manoma omo collagen na wo form because omo skin thickness no form no omo ya na omo veins no what ho enema green bi e wo mo nsa wa ha o sa nkrofo no sa be male or female no sa insuit me pie fa ne skin mo to abonsa abeso as a small boy na no na pai na hye no ho aneko osim honam kikabe obeso ti professor business nanum ye fe no oral candidiasis de be bonso nya sore throat no ye na ho na make se na transfer mame hwe dabi me bo no ho ban e dem be left side twuma no wo be se no e be se nya yi e ba sa na awade no enyinya
that's right
onya solar cable measure kwa me e kwasisi ka ebie ba se be oti gonu ache ana white ache no ubonso oni ne kun hia na nsu nya sanachi enti hwe sibme na se spam no na dwuma so kwa me nipa ba ko ye breo hey kwa bi ye mema ya me boye kwa me papa bi wa release ade no e be fa ahemfi ho e ko fa service dim ho na me de na fa wumbu nim na fa lopian tubes ne wo esoro na akofam to hu ko say hey e bi abo na keko na nyin se ne ba
na ni jaba fie
je pa ne se ubo se wo spermatozoa no wo ko no
that's right
wo de po na ahemfi ho ayetro into ofro na pa no wo fro na pa no accident be si me enko bebe no ma se o machi etina wonu kunu hia na nsuru nyina saba obabo so menstrual date no ahia sesesa enka allow scientifically no plus or minus 2 days obi dey 35 obi dey ye 28 obi dey nso ye 23 ni nyina ye but I say a consistent.
Okay, but doc, quick question. Any sense you know a coma a sane baon.
Debbie, se u release na ensuo no cement no so mo travel echo inside na head on collision ko fertilize egg no ema kosua nyin set mi shase.
Nti wo se bibia ko.
Se ko inside. Bibia I was bi wono ma release no fan so release ya abeg the kwa bia fanse bia be 5% ne bia no wo mu nyina akọbọ mu nsu kakra ne bae bo bo bon se de ekono be 5% pe ne ko inside na 95 no nyina asaba na chi
interesting
on e bon ka ese white no awon ho bedden e bi bon sa fe o menstrual flow na sesa ade anka be 5 days and I say 7 days so won say about 2 days pe afi drops ne man akam. Wow. And no na on say candida abicans you know with a sticky and you already sober in water into any blood be mix na bon chrewa na de da pay for yase the next time we say be bon ketenkete bi no wa yase dwa menstrual cramps na de aba wow e shase fe white nsu sanso no wow onya solar cable measure kwa me e be boa wo e sida e betime komwa no atwensuo no e sa how de free ho
okay
e be maniti awa ne fan yento aso
fantastic but wa bra wo yes and men say se bia tibia ya doc etwa ho mfonyi a kire se bia wo won sembisa bia ya memo akwanya sisi no afre na kaisa doc so de personal number e betudwa and you are 24/7 sure. 365 days in a year Fred doc na question bia wo bia obetumi e de e de amano but enche bia be ma monso ma fre na mo questions no mato amane doc na doc de ne mu ayaba but doc to aso
sure oba white awa hemfio ade e fna tenka orgasm ubom pa kwa nsanka bi we drive fast solution ma because what they point to be cover sensor na wa hemfie ho no enti so ha tame there be tame osenye so tame se ye ka wo e ka mo se pinto so there be na atiafa so ayi free aden o de pona cover sensor na wa hemfio no the foreplate empeke signal no the bed is bed dry no what pins and away next week ni ato aso sanity now a member the one go no ni chat if you chat one and mo wade ni shrinking on say pa me yade ni spongy entintini time was no be adwuma stretch ye ni ofu elastic ne semi elastic for no ta enye bibia na dan baby din now sa tensile strength air stretch no go no am one mark can say go no no on be didi afi filato cells no the ones afi pia it means stretching mark the ones length and diameter no just say enrumu na akose kriyo akaso no the ones pen odam cap ma ko trebetre sen
That's right.
I don't know 2 years die we mante hio afa baby oh adan go no ni shase no ompe ho duro
wow
actually bon safi ama low sperm count wo de ntia ma low sperm count yes bia o testicles don't produce conquanti ban far from that on produce all right kwa me hear me say on say into when wo form nyame de no connecting with my and na de na cha one year nantem no de me tiri and no was it de ba ne say we produce we fa de be gumi shoot de ko on de na problem ne say de adua no the osro and the money feed lactic acid be pia ba no e be back down by gravity na be that's a be block status them na I say wire mesh to once all release men which is sperm plus one so na e kwa ye net na say apan na konkonti ba na ohia no akachire na enso yiro bi na ho abufuo hwehwe ne mu obi ampere no maka no na wahudi kwa ade dem to shoot ya uyo obe count no ade so 20 million na ne dey 5 wow obi dey 2 obi kwa dey -1 ba kono ne tiabu te de kwa meti from -1
wow
nyesa un produce but gono ni pa ya che untwiti wait ne ka solar ka ba me sha hwasem be ma el brand sawan egu wade ne ho wo jonso a wote yawo ensu bi firi mu ba on the kwa me yesi esoro ntem 12 years here wo map 15 years kwa ma kan jang ma be 5 mu dada entina me soro ya che ha nyam no fa soft bomb pa ya we di mana just to fam to sa kira yet enti yes no se metete ne ntem eti wo nya solar ka ba me shata na but 10 years mra na de nahi na atwa koshim wo be your count analysis na count na ko yulo ebie be ma etna wa che no wo bon se maye mre wo mpem the ose sebe gono no ama na de na reduce in size na man premature ejaculation one on sa homa obo ne pa etitia o sna yetenten one ye navo no me ma say navo no osro say
furuma no
ye hook bi wase if any fere genital hook any pipe na dey na se no eso nyi gusu keke de ba ne say e sense wanya chinenti no infection no omo bo ade na pipe na twebro bo ne po wase o to bon say onyin no onyin ja ade no enti no ho say length no e reduce no one onya solar cable measure na e beyi saa de na frio na azepo a onwinde ahoma no ama pushia ba e na afia esa content conjunctiva terpenoid bi abonesi enya for word conjugation one de ba ne say ade na atete no e be pam ama length that means about within 21 days be man odi kakai no the entire man premature ejaculation no and say urethra na sebe so release fem no e ho na jon sofa and e ho na sebe go no nso sofa the conviction ban so one say oh mpede ho insurance jama sperm no so be no I think it's a sperm what do you mean what I think so win case say pe remember they say em say time so release the organ function pass grown say nyin sebe ba the basa blood flow na fem wo man na kono e be hold na pio and e premature o catch us on kafra pa
dog agro dey
onya solar cable measure no bia on fa zipman capsule no enka homa me na emfemfiri homa me otifo ni nyina mesere mo mo mfa me personal number sisi ya ene question bi ontimi amusa bia no pusu na bi o shop ho na me refi nipa na ho ne di
it wo mo friend
personal sisi ya
no numbers na
MTN no e 0245
in fact they good screen so
enti want me amrema fe number sisi ya na nya bre e ma enyiwa no e 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 where MTN offer me see ya na to control ne so see ya nyechena 0245 kwame 61 60 28 kwame wonim so ayefepa
ozo ani ma
ayefepa 0245 61 60
fantastic
28 and why you busy for airtel no say and also the same phone so and say 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 kai say a solar herbal measure yes asochan kwame the afono e fa na tenten mu brobia na the hoso ojo no e ka mu a wa hwa na ye kiko makam I don't want to stay here. I'm flying on the moon sana say
so like me that say yeah Dr. Solomon wama nimdia ye fe wonim de saa na wutimi be cheche no mamu etwa mfonyini ye na manfo de toto mabrabom no mo enini mu abira na nimi hia e made ne ye de pa ba wabra ye bo so like abaso ne ye bo offset real estate so abaso and amomo so nti amanfo dodo na ye fiewura nom eti won so betima ba be ye fiewura fise kwana kwato wo nsase ni bi omo tonton nsase no ne bo it includes 6,000 Ghana cedis. It's as low as 6,000 Ghana cedis betimi enya bia ton nsase ni bi Kusha Hills afie nya Sutware Junction Ben San City Estate do yimu dodowa asebi do wenya Chopoli nsase ni bi egu bo homoden de wompa ne say auto Ostek real estate nsase ni bia ye betwa blocks mako 200 na ye the 10 bags of cement apay wo so ubetimi no car akoje asase ni bi from usisi was 0244 684069 and 0266 101 406 and 0240 933 748 Ostek real estate kwadagoji wo nsase ni enje bi o man betena se na honorable Joseph Yamin former deputy Ashanti regional minister ofia ena feso kodwo poku wono wo pesu ogina wose frankatuni ema MPP amanyoko no wo mu di behyiam e wo de Dr. Mamadou Bawumia aka afa Ghana sikasemo ye bensie
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, good papa.
Ganabam, if your apostle, your waist, all your body, you make bazaar.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Me ba cho mami Ghana ba mo bi. Kese ni mi no keto ana mi ensa.
Se me wona mo nyina tutu me waist me chi me baby me ko so dwa nyina me yasa. I feel good.
Wa osa. Abeke. What are you doing?
No me my hospital.
Ghana ba. To wait here from doctor no. Where you there?
E bia o.
O ma side me.
20 cedi.
Ni sa tia ba ko. Ghana ba yento emeto ha. Efesa tia ba ko nti. Efa ntu obi 20 cedis.
Ni doctor. Ni mo se me Ghana ba mo kan. Sa tuo so so. If me ta ko Ghana ba. Ghana ba. You can resist.
Easter Trawodo, Menso Mediani, XYZ Broadcasting, Eddie Easter Trawodo, Eddie Ababe Boadi, and Yasam Katwa. Easter Way, Yabetre or Manfordo, na Omafa Yetro Modo, Ayan Crofua, one more any Ashafo, and Kakani one more in Yankafie, Yetra Womodo, Amanyankopo Donoso Asomoso, Enti Brabaka XYZ Broadcasting Limited for home. Na Easter Friday 15th April 2022 yanko inyanka fie na yanko yadoye enti ye show bien cry say bibi bia wo bia
say yesika eduane anonom de entoma, entadie, samena, empaboa, yɛbɛgye no ɔdɔ so.
Ketewa bi ensa, enti efiri ne yɛ kɔ, wobɛtumi de wakyɛde aba, ɛda ne duru a yɛde akɔ akɔkyɛ. Number na wobɛtumi de usika sende so, ɛyɛ 0597 215419 0597 215419 na mebusem etre dunkron ne nchichemu dunson ese ne wohunu ohiani mmɔbɔ no wɔyɛ ɛde ma Nyankopɔn na Nyankopɔn so ɛsɛ tua saa nipa no ɛho ka.
Easter trewodo menso medieni.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour cracks.
Sure. Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check. Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
AutoChecks. If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Kopa Jabasini, Power 97.9, offense TVXYZ, Power 979 Facebook Live, XYZ Broadcasting, our YouTube. Kwame Minkanye, PSA Okra, Eba, Beso, Tonton Sansa anymore. Nana, what ye grab before Frona, and Wabra Dr. Mamadou Baumia, Casanaka, to say His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufado, yeah, no, on also creative arts, no, and no ma baya yaneso, Kakra, Yaka creative arts as in Ika, Nomo, Numo, and then Yakita, say Yamo, your trim, Yamfanya Bibi, never Nietzsche Merakrum, and a PSO Canini Petit to be Babe Dinkomo. Oh, that's so great, Safo, what are going him? PSA Okra Ebusa say, Kwame so. And you bet him fast in Kamu and it's in Imo at even Sika at Yamo, my Ghana, Wabra, or my Ghana, and yet to tell you, share Yebusa who say, and for granny and fanfa, Yamo Sikano and Fanti Cray. PSA, so why?
Kwame, medase ebusuafo ya mobi achen emobi akwaba TVXYZ sune Power FM so na wote enke DWABOASE dwumadi no ene bebe yedri ye ba be di eye sene ho nkomo Ghana ye sini twa adwuma no sen ene sitie be infa na hyase na bebe yedru eye ye koye ni mana enti no ye ba bon nkomo kakra na wadwenkyere so watume ede amaye na fe yakenkan so ede ama wa high free say Ghana sene no say kase creative art industry na sini twa edi mu akotene pa a chese ba entertainment ewo omayi mu a say kase entertainment pasro sem ne ma beboa ma nipa ukoye adwuma wie udrufe wabre say bibi bitumi jejeje wani ni ade ni nyina aboa ka ho ema yabra bomu bibia ye toten na Ghana de no yakwa kodu hin opanyi ba ko amene ne ba bebon komo ene anopei eyobi a waben ewo sinitwa adwuma mu pa wo hyase enye ne Ghana fo bibre na enim no na ono so ode sini bi eba emre bi ehon se bebre na chese Ghana na se na no so ababe kasa obia Canada ne se ne sitie ene wa ababe ka mensa e wa ha sei mene ne eba bebon komo oye film director kwanya wo fa so be film director ne ade obeka kakra enso e de a kire ye fa seda ma Ghana man capsules ne be ma utie me ana wo hwe me na se opese wo mema yo no ekonenim kama na bibia tumi kon kan madika kase be ma de sebio se okọ sinanim na se okọ akogora o representing wabusuafo nyina ntaya mengu wabusuafo ni ma se no echi no so no se o free Ghana ha na se watu kwan a o representing Ghana mema nyina ntaya always make us proud. Ghana capsules betumi aboa ma o how bia ewo usisim ayi e de free ho ama o mema sem no atuma gina na so kreme FD age atum se be ma no ma eboa yi sa ha no nyina e free ho enti kodeko pebie e wo bebe eto aduro bia na eye Ghana Help Therapeutics na wono mo edisa edrowe so e de abe edwaso ma so na de Prostate Joy aba edwaso enti Prostate Joy no we be ma na ta jonso en 10 wadaro ma wo ko ha ne ha oba jonso sisi ko pe Prostate Joy be boa pa se wa hospital doctor see prostate no ho ahya se atochema ukonya Prostate Joy bi no ma ebetuma aboa na afi we 35 years kwa nya afi na ukochi SHS girls mesraw shase bo prostate no ho ban de bia no mbako Prostate Joy no betuma aboa bebe atodro bia obenya bi pharmacy shop ahodo nyina say na city ma we TV no ho white and green into kwa Prostate Joy come up FD ajetum say a treat prostate issues 0244 0228 ofra empanyfo ebejo so na nchemu echemidi wonom atumi aja aboafo bi so ka ho emrepem obete se ye ne omo kasa ewa ha mamenko na ene nipa menene ba betwetwe nkomo panyin watwa sinia nim sinitwafo se ne wondwuma sete ene kwan e be fa so improve sinitwa adwuma ewa Ghana ha ifi se no so ya de a eho ehia ye ne enkomo owura Socrates Safo openya woye Director of Creative Arts ewo National Commission on Culture ewo Ghana ha say ono ene na no pay woye openya menene ebonkomo owura Safo akwaba
yeah
bibi aboko de eba Ghana sinitwa adwuma dia wabin wo mpa eti ene ye ba bedi enkomo na kosa na ye bisa enano pay making Ghana's film industry more profitable ye beye den na fe ya Ghana ye sinitwa adwuma emfaso bebre na atumi abame wa Ghana ha say na eno so atumi aboa ye ka Ghana economy no ya problem nko bia ye ne de na famu de kakranka me ye sure say betumi aboa na apushi akọ soro kakra sisi Ghana movie industry no ejina fine for pote.
Well, I can say but you how many minutes first before I know
you're about 25 minutes
25 minutes wow and you introduce so because I can say Ghana film industry enough ejina ye nemo ya ye wo adwuma ni mu no na ye nyina ye because ye nti adwuma na se no and they affect you but adwuma ne pa de one who chef your friends said the fundamentals beko to Dr. Boromia say the fundamentals are strong who chef fundamentals of the industry now fine yeah strong talk of logistics was say ye di adwuma no equipment ne niam na ye wo bi ye wo talents no e wo han saying all the technical know how no ye wo ni nyina na emu no nimdie ye di manage adwuma no eno na aka yen nimdie ne de yen say okay every industry first and foremost thrives on markets. Utwa sinini wi o discuss sinini mu watwa wi o de yeden ida se o de koche ana se o koton no wanya ho mfaso si ye kwakoton a kwan be na se ye faso ton minu mienu ye filmmakers ye wo market no ho minu mienu pe de twa sini wo man mu kwan be na ye be faso e be ton a ye be nya faso se utwa wi na o de ko na e bi asini no wasai si ye ton no 10 cedis no ko to so mom say oh me de mamo 9 cedis na me de ba no de ma 10 cedis ye beto wo de na jame de no good na me so ma ko me say ye sa de amon fa na 8 cedis
yes o ma to de no so
jame no so aba ene ye mfa ye to na 7 cedis
eti no na ama sisi ano Ghana movie industry no aye bibia wo
si adwuma na se no nim ba bi free enema yakomu saa nsane abedru ba bi adru ya eno ene ye ya edi abedru ba bi adru nti obi tie kire no ka say ene adwuma na say yo ene adwuma na ye say no say sometimes me tie mo me hwe first onipa na okasa no ne makọ akire me bisa say ono no wo he no he was nowhere around what we were doing until your problem na say nti ono nso ka bi but sometimes me tie say the omokana na omoka fa nchen obi ade na dwen bu ne course but this is what actually happened
we destroy the fundamentals.
Okay. Openyi baako ewo Ghana high friend no Kojopoku. Wakasa diafa Ghana arts industry na nkasa ho aponche holes into nneema bia wo free say ya dey ha adwen ne kwan ya be fa so aboa. Ben ko hwe no sisia na yentie no na hwe sa woni ne be ya adwen.
I won't say the piano, so opesa uye bibia. Manipa who say Ghana mambuo no enye baby bako. So me kase me kan energy asem energy asem de say ne metumi de mania makata mania koda na me kasa o menem, because that's what I've been doing for 21 years. Me pese Ghana fo who say abrantie na opese obuman no enye energy nti e na obeye president. And as enye energy nti no opese odi MPP anim. Owo nimdie ewo baby bebre. Nipa pi nim se me na once upon a time I was a DJ. Nipa pi nim. And Lord Kenya TikTok abrafo okreku mante achiame uno mudi nkoma omudo mu ne me pa 98 that time na ye program trade fair loud in Accra me na me MC am hosti sa show no. The entertainment sector is my sector. You see, about sectors in Biblia, we realize that I'm there. Just that over the years, I have moved along to certain things. And it's not an area, my name is now for and I'm no more Indian commoda. And baby, I mean, me say, actually, Magana film industry and they are very disappointed because nipa piba na oma beka slogans achire wo mu obia emfa eka enyoyo media enye mempese mede say me beka slogan is something amatena se adwene ho anka mimpo no as a businessman sanka me musika enough to do it. I'll do it myself as a private business. Look, very simple. So we share in your mo mutwa senior. Oh, no aba office I don't have pouch also. My use your office if I sini. My use fee if I sini. Hotel no mu jo musika kese. Ebia obe hu na kwan ho bi na obi ye movie bi wo kwan ho. You know, it's not right. So oko in kroso a ye movies are yes, ye were off-site and as a scene bi wo ha ye no ekrom. It's true. But most of work o studio. Ghana hana ye studios are ye movies no either GBC and now baby are currently the TV3 war. What an first na ye movies because those were built as studios. But ye ton as a honoma TV3 for omundi be private be antumi nko honko acting movie. O share studios are no more ye osofo dazi or bra any sanyoma na GBC for oko GBC see be their big buildings a whole studio. But those is now also GBC for production. So film industry no omuni baby a ombeko say aha any year ba abitwesini. Inti no mo ye but this idea of having a film village, it comes off when I visited Florida in Orlando, Florida. Universal Studios. Okohwa eni kakwa. Not only is it a studio but also a tourism site. As you say Impono is more of tourism site than a film studio. Say oko ni achiro bi a superman.
Eti openya oti de keye Kojopoku energy expert na opese wodi mampanyi ewo Ghana High wo NPP for di ma sese a wode tudwa. Eti ono so ne dae so na woda ne de akire ye nsentrofo a yapone kakra de akire no. Owura so kretafo de ye movie industry no mo oyobi a wabin wo mpa start twa movies bebre ni ade. One ne ya adwen se Ghana ha sei eba se ye twa senior sa studios any infrastructure na ye hia no ye lake.
Yes, ye hia all those things.
But you're lucky, Anna.
We are not lacking, but you it just say we are not lacking, but you here. Okay, see, you're lucky as if say that is the ultimate. That is meant as you. Now, when you talk of studios, as he is making reference to TV3 now, there are private studios, there are individuals or more studios around. If you need to shoot and you go there, you talk to some of them
and pay.
You do. But yeah, you have to pay. It's business.
So but I'm saying no comparatively no better from achen.
But I know what form me pacho aban there no could share bibi kakra. How do we maintain it? Because once the electricity, the cost of the electricity, the cost of maintaining the place, the realistic rates. So this mindset of buying the be cheaper, no, it's about time I say yeah.
But it's anka buying the no boy nyeden.
But you know, hunting me near idea. For all you know, he be buying the no crap no private sector, no the crap bit me cheaper saying buying the ABA. I don't know. But no, you know. But the question is, do we need it? Yes, we need it. But it's not as if there is none in the country. No, I can tell you, if you are in the industry, and me, I'm a industry, meaning private, studios.
I'm definitely say obi person try.
Oh yeah, shoot music videos near me crampo. They shoot most of them in these studios. Around Bibre.
Na adentina say to say
na what's in American? There are studios around. A man one yes there. One. Most of the music videos no use these existing studios na no omo use super internet say bi ni hokra but ye here say ye be see more akan
na iti aban chefa ewo mu ene ne because you see baby ana TV3 we ya opanyi poku kan na ke no wo ho anka ne obi anim say Ghana films na ade enti enu no ni ho no hwe ntosi ni
oh ye here more saban esi bi kan ho mayen yes you good. And a buying so no partners will be see. As I'm talking to you now, no, even in Kumasi, ahimfo miensa amayen 3 different locations. Obia say Wamaya Asasana Yemfa see a film village. Yemfa yen starti bibi.
For the benefit of a TF no film village aye.
Oh, film village aye to say baby ye be tresi ho say a hansi no ya yen hihye niema yesisi ni I say obeka say industrial area. Say yitimi twa baby say ha de yenye factories ne niema no ni nyina enko ha ne ye de ho aka de amom ho inti sa ne film village ne so no the idea no etie ye bitimi twa sa se de beka say hansi no muntwa mo sine inti no there will be no distractions when you are shooting and you can do any manipulations to the structures ne niema e wo ho no to fit into your production. Yes.
Sine twa adwuma ka wo mpa.
Yes. A cow muscansum.
Oh, yeah, we seen hot fork no at that time no. Oboka bezeng.
Oh, many figures no ha.
But economy.
Was it
economy pa?
Oh, ma moka bebre to say other films be am here. Hot Fork was not an expensive film, but I made a lot of money.
You made a lot of money.
Yes.
As I say, what I saw here. Call NCC. Like what that's so interesting.
Debbie.
NCC ni dibre no that institution no e dey impact na enya e wo Ghana your movie industry no.
Well, impact enya NCC is not directly responsible for the film industry. No, it has the responsibility say e be shape your culture. That is what it is. And when it comes to film, when it comes to film and so yes say ebe directly your friend is saying filmmakers no my conscious about our culture fine. Do me di ba ko me kai say me disi me ni so na me pese me ye say we will conscientize our creative sector to use our cultural norms in our productions. Especially say bia wo can say obia be fie be serving aduane ne be man fried rice ali ntra ye man fufu ye man dokono what am I say aduane e di wo Ghana no e no nso nyina betimi aton when these films goes outside people would like to taste it so these are some of the things as I'm talking to you now from May 14th to 21st be launch Ghana Cultural Week as part of the Niema within the Ghana Cultural Week a cultural content creation. You see a meaty content creators, no you conscientize you about the need for our saying cultural norms in our content.
Oko NCC be MFC.
Oh, they say konya be 5 years.
And they say I started na oko share.
Yes.
Sini twadwuma ne culture say ye di remu te say na Nigeria omo yi sini abon se na eba no a feature wom kama sa wo mo kwan agusi ne sa na ma ne feature wom kama ene ade a ye de omo culture no te ne omo si be ma franto ma na wa sha atade agusu ni ade no since o start ye ne ade no de na watumi aye movie industry no ma to me push Ghana culture no for us ye hwe movies and na say Ghana culture na ye ton because na Netflix about Ghana movie kwada so a amanfo bebre worldwide to me hwe
e bi no me kire o is coming May 14th to 21st Ghana Cultural Week here Belanche.
Okay,
good. As part of it, you know, idea ya shesi ye be yeni challenge, you know, ya the challenge ni two anymore. What says no wa pe kwanya obefa so a wo be handle. Then we realize say individually, you know, who share producers no new mu di hu komo ne you can't force them. You can only conscientize them. What am I saying?
Yeah.
And one year to us ya shesi okay as part of the week celebration and so on. Yeah, yes, I do. And you film for creative. Omo painting. Omo to nyom ni nyeme nyina obi ti me to nyom me do be ko Dubai me do be ko Dubai. Why don't you say me do be ko Kintampa waterfalls? Why don't you say me do be ko somewhere in Ghana? When we use our own your friend is saying near my war me mo no and so it's also promote our culture.
So before this May project here mobile before that no in terms of
what I have done,
penetrating culture,
what I have done and I always do is one-on-one with the anytime you meet the individual producers in Yamano, it is up to you to conscientize them, raise them. I've used my own example, something I did in school in Holland, Radio Netherlands, where we're doing student production. My partner, there's a guy from Malawi, my partner, no. I wrote the script, I did everything, but you know what I did? And the Osha production now, which turns out to be one of the best students' productions. Almost use school not till date, the material. No? Okay. Osha, the only thing you see about Ghana is my name. But I use Malawian currency, which is Kwacha. I use their names, their city names. What are some of the areas? The whole thing looks Malawian.
Okay.
What am I saying? These are some of the mistakes I hear you saying. Ye films ne niema krampo a ye use abrofudin ne niema. Why don't we start using our local names? Why don't we use our local environment and our appearance and setup ne niema no ye use we been about ye nia ne niema ye di. These are some of the things, and I have been doing this one-on-one. Yes.
How effective has that been? Say be a McCoy manya results to send your camp Malawi for issue in there akwa steady materially. But you abudin say McCoy ye say impact in it.
And I can't, and there is no way I can assess it say impact. It is up to the person. And no depending so your friend is saying credit say oh where am me so Christopher me ni din komo or yes no only person me mama that report. But one-on-one, anytime we meet, we have that. And there have been several meetings, not on the ground, your friend is saying, but several meetings in my office with my colleagues. Anytime we invite them, we look at the challenges on the industry, you conscientize them, and that is what we've been doing.
Okay. Eti abushafo ye ne owura Socrates Safo na edin komo wono director creative director right NCC and ye no boy komo de afa Ghana movie industry no hono wa kire ne omamfo betumi aya Ghana movie industry no betumi akọ so with the Netflix ne ma ba modernized ways are to me fast way ton sini no Ghana kwan ben na ye be fast way wure mu na ye so ye to me aboa na no so to me page na Ghana movie no akwa ye profitable because Ocean Nigeria for instance 2021 according to PwC Entertainment almost say about $660 billion was raised movie industry no contribution to Nigeria GDP no in the year 2021.
Is it Ghana, a fact?
Yes, according to PwC.
Yes. PwC,
PwC Entertainment and Nigerian Bureau. Meba. To me, I some research and so who say annual growth rate, you know, every
Nigeria. Okotu
$660 billion. $660 billion.
Do you know how much money you are talking about?
Yes, that's huge money, but that is
and in Nigeria.
Yes,
in Nigeria whole economy here saying.
So far, I know that
sometimes let's be mindful of some of these figures.
Maybe
600 billion.
Yes, maybe. I'm coming. I may be wrong, but then it is around 660. In 2016, also PwC indicates that in 2021, Nigeria's film industry contributed 2.3 and about 239 billion naira, which is 660 million rather. Yeah, sorry, billion. So you can now brief 660 million to it, which are say growth no accord nenim kakra from previous years, as in 2016, 2017. Ghana,
Ghana, dear no Ghana.
So
find out about Ghana.
The Nigeria,
but you have the Nigeria. Find out about Ghana too.
Yeah, the Ghana, dear no, and said I ain't clear because we different sources are quoting clearly.
There are different sources, but what we are doing is an exercise.
Yes,
don't
exactly.
worry. People, viewers should not be bored. Sometimes now you see, yes, I never we are my affected.
Quite better.
Because we a promotion. Do you understand? A promotion. Creative industry is based on perception. How you promote it, and the bema and nipa who you assume. What am I saying?
Okay.
Into me better than hand saying, I'm conscious of promoting the industry to the viewers. Do you understand? You better said in common. Akasem na adwuma na look like enye kura na manfo apa abawo mu. And you betimi anso aka am adwuma no aye kese na manfo de omusika ba behye. This is what you are having now. We are okay. We need evidence. We are being natural to her. What am I saying?
It's a Ghana situation here.
Ghana situation, I can tell you, say, one, we have made certain mistakes. I may feel, say, consciously, we must make an effort to change it. One, the media should also start projecting it positively. Whatever figures they have put there, we can also put some figures there. What am I saying? What can my pet you say, but once ubia trato on wafa.
But this is somebody's academic material.
Yes. The person wrote it.
So what is the Ghanaian situation?
Ghanaian situation is, I can tell you, say, it's good. It's good. One thing I hear in our sector, they say, your market, and the coming into being of Netflix should be an expansion of the market. But in the Ghanaian sense, it has killed aspect of the market. Inka ISA so we producers of this water. On say so you were different types. You was ake siena EDC we ne so no aye bubu no dispenser no so no. You were no into manufacturers of X
natural mineral
water. Omo that type.
Okay.
And omo we and omo the bigger size and omo sachet type. Into a different the same product but different distribution channels. What am I saying?
Okay.
Good. Inti amanfo to we anu nche so munyai ba akono. But ye no ye ti online streaming no.
So how do we tap
into it? Cinema. What am I saying? Ye jai cinema hwehwe. Ye jai ebia modern video on demand. Say ebia pen drive na DVD na see whatever ye jai. Any ye dia ye ni akohwe ba akope. So there's a huge market in the baby ye jai ni nyina. Inti amaye bre. What am I saying? I know behind what internet penetration on his phone and I say Otimi spending so much data watching films on the phone. So Ankrofo no omunya cinema and I say omunya video on demand be say pen drive be and CD be you can also no more patronize it. But the market you try at the end you just a market na to ho. Inti no so ya dey back one affecting pa.
Inti better correct no.
It is up to us to understand and go back into it. Nothing is stopping us. Nobody is stopping us. The mistake we have made is that we thought television was going to help us to also disseminate our content, to promote our content. Out of that, ye di achira sisa niamani be bre akogu TV so. Inti say no obi antobiem. What am I saying? You don't even need to pay for film. That culture of paying to consume movie, yes, no. And no, when the cinema halls like Silverbed, enipa hene kokoshe sinisi inka aka cinema Silverbed pay inka de bia na ese lie ewo ho. But after the night of premiere, enipa hene who cinema hall is empty.
Yes, no e market no aspect no. Yes, you promoting ye.
And yes, you promote. You say that subculture. You say no. of people going to pay for movies. Yes, a subculture where if you want to watch a movie, then what do? You have to go to the cinema and watch. When you hear the adverts, you want to go and watch. But they say an advert in the crowd won't be because a hifan who call silver bedder, a nipa henny beba, into the boca, we are a nipa emma, because we be a etifie, ya momo, another culture say, who pe filmer, TV. What am I say? It's a culture. When I use the word culture, okay, you can't man for fast baby. Say who pe cinema should be and yes, who go cinema hobby.
But I'm not for that so called.
I'm for encore. That is the fact. Okay, I'm for anyone.
Time I COVID do night. You block
before COVID. Boss, me pacho, me is in the training. I'm telling you, after the night of premiere, people don't go again. And that being Friday. Make me know what silver bed. Ni actually ni padu do ko what cinema hall. Say wo na wo hear that business. Now so air conditions here. Now tuya workers car. That night ni nipa be betina sin ni anymore no. Ni hwe say be so your overhead costs na.
And Maria, you remember from na share because I'm come we enyansi say ye din komo na to say na wo kan ye conscientize directors and you
already make over 5 so say time.
And say time because and so wo hia say ye sini na nkasa ase na obi owo fie no so atia se bebe ye free aye ba and ya dey tin komo we ye nyan wie ye beba na ya ba behwe kwan ya befa so abeta no cinemas no ye be den na ya beta no ne ade nti.
But the first and foremost thing we need to refix the industry is education.
Education.
Yes.
Which you are ready to do.
Why not?
Okay. Ora so create for na what ten kano is rather unfortunate say you didn't community and come for esan eto aso enwumre ye because yes silver bed akwakohwe na ekoso nso ewo ho na afi enso yetumi edi bi aba be kan enso e de akere mo Ghana Christian University College say na esi ni twa adwuma ya ye kan wasemi wo pese osua bia wo ba ho a film acting production ye be kire wo ho accounting marketing ne ekeka ho banking and finance human resource management nursing ne hospitality management ye wo ho school yi abie kwan say school fees no border from better forms your regular weekend when China Fe ne keka ka ho a obetumi akwakosua de abra wo ho enkire okra ghanacu.com website akwa obetumi download forms ni ba obetumi aba campus onso na aba be ginchiremu a echen ne amiken na waba aba be top forms ni 0204 069583 0204 069583 no sukuno ewa amrehia dodo wa ekwan no so na wo be hu yen okwa empanyifo beje so kama imbush aba mr ye post ni nedro kopebi etonom na ene ebi ewo bebe eton edro bia infections chronic diseases ni imbush mr no eno na ye de ekono bebe eton edro bia okọ ho a post ni nedro no ma your number 1 immune booster eno so etumi bo ama wa hoden no enso ejina abrane health alert organic shop vision 1 FM St John's obetumi abo ama bibia konkan 0246208496 0246208496 so friend penifo a nchiremu ekire mi dey wonom ede bebre me sorry so na kwa memenka ato aso owura so kritisafo me da sese oba say better to ensa free obium na yakoso na any industry players no so asan ato adwen na hwe kwa betumi afaso ama movie industry na kama eda ase say wutumi ebae ebuchafo my fancy akwa memenka any Yura Joseph Yameni opanyin Kojo Poku ayeyi ne clip ema ohweye wono nbesa atena se biom na afi komo bia aka bia no so ya da bra me di PSC okra ena man ko ekra se me won kra ha ya next week ye be sensia
PSC okra so de efisema bra no pay DWABOASE dwumade yesu power 97.9 o man ne ba betena se te se de wadi kan abomu no honorable Joseph Yamin former deputy Ashanti regional minister na fe so ora Kojo Poku a wono wayiniti se wonya obe frankatuni ama NPP amanyoku no omo de ba be sieni adwen be kasa ombeto adwere na ne nyina afa yesika sem ho emfonyi na Dr. Mamadou Bawumia etwa de kire yai e test consumadie nra no ye bedi unkomo sisi e ba kwekwa Ruta natural products the Ruta mixture aba ene ye malaria fever dro and a Ruta Titanic nso ye typhoid the dro make am for e dia ma Ruta life nso be siesie wedie no e feeling kikawa bi afri mojanim amwanya hoden amwetima boy dwumaden mesel Ruta natural product from 1 to 42 e was 0244 503443 0244 503 443. Pharmaceutical shop ne herbal shops ne chemical shops ahodo ewo Ghana nyina wobawuram na so pe root and roy bi ato a onsa beka bi ato. Healing Hand Wound Care Center se menka njo se ekuro bi atu kotwa bi dan ho bro mo nchai ombesiesie na ahoto na ohwe no onsa aka omo ya adwuma fridwada kosi eye memenda no pa no so kosi awia nwumere mu ho no nan omo Teshi First Junction omo eye Teshi Melcom no enedi enimohwe from 055 324 8970 and 055 387 5882. Healing Hands Wound Care Center was say we heal your wound. Na Mr. So was it to Mriko na no stroke na nya on na wonantes ye asesa wakasa no kra no emaye bra na yenhwaw na yentreatu America ya wukotu ye adwumaden a wo ye ama wo no mpemu abu but a Lifetime Physiotherapy Center when Mr. Soa ewo almost 7 Kwame Nkrumah Avenue Tunisia House omoni Old John Holt Bartholomew Yard no enedi animhwe ewo Accra Central from Mr. Soa ewo 024 666 0815 024 666 0815 a Lifetime Physiotherapy Center. Quick one, let's talk educational consult. Say sukura no awofo no momro munchanyo no momwa na mofra ntete no yamfa nko gina pempa. Let's talk educational consult. Obabu ama usuku no aya kono ama amanfo de omoma aba omosanso boa de adwempo bi ahye mofra ne trim ewo entete kwa so mo ankasa betima hye omadwuma ase etikọ na santete ekojibi. Let's talk educational consult ewo Nungwa Estate Teshi Nungwa Estate Mango Street omoben Lejokuku Municipal Assembly from Madam Daitesia Ampafo ene na pamfo ewo 0249 069 821 0249 069 821. Let's talk educational consult, also building the future through children. Now Richard Waste Management say a dining work kuku nano na openti ye akado no say ya papa say ya papa yenim ebia baby a dining si ensure na ata horinti ama dining ho ekuku was a bra na yenya omwa omo nso betima boa no atu mechanized borehole papa ni bi Richard Waste Management ewo easily gone Champion Junction from 0244 214 824 0244 214 824. Richard Waste Management will say your number one expert in mold treatment and dampness. Ya da ho ba ya ba o man no e betena say Honorable Joseph Yamin versus Kojo Poku on the back of Dr. Mamadou Baumia emfonya wetwa afa yesikasem entoto ya ho ya ba.
You are welcome to Ghana Herb Therapeutics. Yamamu Akwaba, Ediba Ghana Herb Therapeutics. Yen and I the leading herbal pharmaceutical industry. Ewa Ghana ha. Yeneni so adi hunu se. Yede ayaresa any energy ebe mani penina. Na hano ye bomodin se yede abe fun fidi ekuku dam. Any ekwan ahodo a ye nam so edi ye enduro. Na bomodin se ye nduro ni nyina ye nduro eye safe and efficacious with proven evidence. Yama ye nduro nyina bo aba form se ne be ya obi bia se wo sikani o se wo ye oheni o mu nyina motimi atobi na monya ayaresa edi ama mo ho. Our quality control lab ha no ye nsohwe ahodo pi ebi any pH ebi any moisture content ebi any total water extractive value and sana ye sanso ye total solid residue. Abrante you know or near friend the pH now pH no eboa ema ye hu say ye duro no acidic anase basic anase neutral now esan say ye ndo ni nyina no ye nim ni pH ni ntino si yɛhwehwɛ pH no na sɛ pH no a yɛhwehwɛ no asesa na ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛduro no n'ahoɔden no ɛbɛha adwen kakra nti yɛwɔ sɛ prɛkopɛ no yɛgyae adwuma a yɛyɛ wɔ duro no so nyinaa na yɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛyɛ ntotoe anaasɛ yɛbɛkɔrɛkte nea nti a pH no asesa ansa na yɛde yɛn duro no aba abɔnten. Aha no yɛde efidie a yɛfrɛ no sɛ moisture content analyzer ɛyɛ nhwehwɛmu ehunu sɛ nsuo dodo a egyina yɛduro no mu no ɛyɛ anaasɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛboro mpɛmpɛnso a yɛhwehwɛ a anaasɛ ɛboro standard na yɛhwehwɛ na yɛsan so de eduro no kɔ nea kɔhata mu yie nea bɔmmɔden sɛ eduro no moisture content no edu standard a yɛhwehwɛ ansa na yɛde aba bɔnten. Mfidie a aka nyinaa nso no ɛboa yɛn ɛma yɛtumi calculate nea yɛfrɛ no therapeutic dose ɛba no sana yɛhu eduro no dodo a ɛwɔ so yɛtumi edigu capsule bie mu sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ sɛ wonom a ɛbɛtumi abɔ adwuma na ɛtumi asa wo yareɛ. Aha ɛna ahaban ahodoɔ a yɛde yɛ nnuro ne extract ɛne deɛ ɛkeka nnuro no ho nyinaa no yɛka fra na yɛakɔ hata ansa na yɛde yɛ nnuro no aba abɔnten. Aha no ɛyɛ mailing room na yɛde abɛɛfo mfidie a ɛyɛ stainless steel ɛde yam yɛn duro no ɛma yɛnya ne fɛ no standard pour size ansa na yɛakɔyɛ ne fɛ no capsulation. Aha no yɛyɛ ne yɛfrɛ no capsulation yɛyɛ capsulation ne wie a yɛsan so de abɛɛfo mfidie ɛyɛ stainless steel yɛama mfidie no apepa capsules no ho fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ ansa na yɛakɔyɛ ne yɛfrɛ no counting and sealing. So you're free encapsulation and polishing. You're banning your friend or counting and sealing. The honso, you're the abef in fidi a cuckoo down. And one cassa a king kind in no do draw, a was a container biemu. If you are, your son so the silica gel at your tomb. Send your bayer insure engine container no more. Now uncle say a drone and it now hoarding. A real safe dinner best sound so I cut a drone of a fair with aluminium foil. Like a silino, kama, and son a drone ababonting. Ahano, you want figure a ma yen running in an ascenso, dear your friend a label. If you have fidina casa saman in your friend of manufacturing date. If you have some an expiring date, our sans amano batch number. And no who who say the FM fidium yunani so heno. Yamia dominion ababonting. Na no who say ye display the fair our table issue. Na send your moon in the dano, near the kind a Ghana bam. A droino a young coon so I shit na yanam. Munam yaw be anywhere. A droy end to me answer. And to so a draw it to me to or yawase. na eyi free ho ema ho etowa pe Ghana bam ye wo ahodo mienu ye woni kese ene ne ketwa nya wo sika betimi aso no na wato ni atonso mienu no aye prostate edun aso a ye di ebedwa so e fa ne prostate joy we meme bia wo pese wo bo prostate gland ho ban ana se wo aya ka che so we nya prostate disorder no we ni edura ebetimi aboa ana se wo nya urinary tract infections umpo a pedro friend prostate joy na Ghana he nyina no eno ne edura etoso baako eduro bia esen eni ho biom afen so enu na aka no enia ebedwa so very soon we aya Zulu 3 in 1 emma matinka akofom a munya ne friend feelings no afei monso modro ena ebedwa so nti munhwe enim kwan enche bia eba afei so we be ma wa ho de ekofom ewo mpemu a anaso pese wo sisimu aye den ende eduro a ye friend say Ghana man ena beboa enche bia ye de bebedwa so ene nti munhwe enim ye sanso on ye friend save 500 Ghana ha nyina no ye ka immune booster anu odin na anu ohia ye sa immune booster we eno so ye dro bia enche bia ye de ebebedwa so na yetimi ako eti ayarewa ahodo pi ene nti munhwe enim Ghana Health Therapeutics ye nani so ade hunu se ye de ayaresa ene enije ebema ni panyina na ha no ye bomoden se ye de abefu mfidi ekokudam ene ekwan ahodo a ye nam so ede ye enduro na bomoden se ye nduro ni nyina ye nduro eye safe and efficacious with proven evidence na afen so no ya ma ye nduro nyina bo abafom se ne be ya obi bia se wo yesikani o se wo ye oheni o mu nyina motimi atobi na monya ayaresa ede amamo ho we energy media Ghana Health Therapeutics yaba se ba bedi wo Ghana ha ene wiase afa na nyina eno ntine se wo pa ye chiri akwan ana se wo pa se wo ne edi nkomo ana se wo pa ye nduro ibi etu atowa obetimi afrayin it was 0244 727028 and I say 0244 754380 Yadamwase Ghana Health Therapeutics
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, good papa.
Ghana bam, if your what apostle, your waist, all your body, you make bazaar.
Thank you so much. About your mammy Ghana bam, the same you get to an answer.
Me waist, me chip, me baby, me go to drink in I feel good.
What I had
don't mean me, I'm about hospital.
Ghana bam. To wait from doctor no. Hey, where
you there?
Oh my side
20 cedi.
This is tobacco. Ghana bam. Yento emeto ha. First tobacco nti. Afenchu obi 20 cedis. Hey. Ni doctor. Nimo se we the Ghana bam kan. Say am tuo. So so. If me tafu Ghana bam. Can resist.
At McDan Shipping, we saw a chance to invest in a logistics company whose technology streamlines shipping operations. Perspectives like this has made McDan the leading cargo consolidation manager. Clearing and forwarding come with speed and dependability. Cargo handling, air freight, transporting, transits, warehousing, and bulk logistics. With branches in Africa, Asia, Europe, USA, and all over the world. McDan Shipping, your total logistics partner.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Always drink fresh, natural, X, mineral, water.
Still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Easter Chirawodo, Menso Mediani, XYZ Broadcasting, Eddie Easter Chirawodo, Eddie Ababe Boadi, and Yasam Ketwa. Easter Way, Yabetre Oman for door, na Oman for Yetro Modo, Ayan Crofua, one more any Ashafo, and Kakani one more in Yankafie. Yetra Womodo, Amanyankopo Donoso Aswomoso. Enti Brabeka XYZ Broadcasting Limited for home. Na Easter Friday, 15th April 2022. Yanko Inyankafie, na yanko yadoye. Enti yesho bien cry say, Bibi bia wo bia.
Say Yesika, Ediane, Anonom dear. Entoma, entadie, samena, empabwa, yabejino odoso.
Kitwa biensha, eti efrinde yeko, ubetume de wachede aba, edani dra yede akwa koche. Number now ubetume de usika sende so, 0597 215419 0597 215419 na mbebusem etire dunkron ni chichemu dunson ese ni wo hunu ohiani mobono woye edima nyankopon na nyankopon so ese tua sa nipa no eho ka
Easter Trewodo menso medieni bejana mama yesei.
Consumers are complaining about energy bills, higher taxes, the water bill, higher national insurance, higher broadband charges, and so on. And in fact, the entire Eurozone is also feeling the pinch of rising prices. Ladies and gentlemen, indeed, the data shows that in the UK and the US, for example, inflation is accelerating at 3 to 4 times its rate in 2019, before COVID. In Côte d'Ivoire, inflation is accelerating at 5 times its rate before COVID-19. In Nigeria and Ghana, inflation is accelerating between 1.3 and 2 times the rate before COVID. The path of inflation in Ghana has been similar to those of other countries following the COVID pandemic. Inflation had declined from an average of 17.5% in 2016 to an average of 7.2% by 2020. Since the pandemic, however, inflation has increased from an average of 7.2% to an average of 10% in 2021. As at February 2022, inflation rose further to 15.7% as a result of global conditions, including a rise in crude oil and other commodity prices and the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It is important, ladies and gentlemen, to note that between 2013 and 2016, inflation averaged 15.9%. Between 2017 and 2021, however, inflation averaged 10.4%, notwithstanding the impact of COVID. Let's take the first question. What has happened to the fundamentals? Let's examine the economic fundamentals. Are weak fundamentals the reason for our current economic challenges? What is the data saying about variables like inflation, interest rates, external sector performance, the fiscal balance, the debt stock, GDP growth, and the exchange rate? Our assessment of the fundamentals will be based on the evolution of these variables over time. Mr. Chairman, countries and economies, I'm looking at inflation now. Countries and economies throughout the world are experiencing severe challenges following the COVID-19 pandemic and the more recent Russia-Ukraine war. The pandemic, which started early in 2020, resulted in the greatest economic depression since the 1930s, with most countries recording negative growth. Supply chain disruptions and the rising price of oil has resulted in the prices of fuel going up across the globe, with petrol prices doubling in most countries. In fact, in the world today, the highest petroleum prices can be found in countries like Hong Kong, the Netherlands, Zimbabwe, Germany, Israel, and the United Kingdom. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, the global average cost of shipping a container has increased from $1,446 in 2019. The global average cost for shipping a container has gone up from $1,446 in December 2019 to $9,789 as at February 2022. This is an increase of 576% to ship a container globally. This has dramatically increased the cost of shipping goods and therefore their prices on the market. Food prices have also not been left out. The Food and Agricultural Organization, the FAO Global Food Index, Price Index, increased from 91 at the end of 2019 to 140 in February 2022, an increase of 48%. The increase in commodity prices has been exacerbated by the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia and Ukraine together account for 30% of the global wheat exports. The longer the conflict ensues, the greater will be the disruption to global food supplies. The conflict is also likely to slow global growth. According to the African Development Bank, the price of wheat has shot up by 62% since the war began, and the price of fertilizer is up by 300%, and the price of maize is up by 36% since the war.
So you guys say nano fertilizer na hwan nano agric minister be catch say efunumu ponko a obi ani echi e de fertilizer no ene nam ya hye no so obekaya sa nkomo no ba meboa. Well, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Bedwam Kasa na say Kasa Chedwumadi e course wa TESCOM for na omoma na sa platform no ho empopoye kakra ena ya podwe bi e de achemo. Ye ba bedi nkomo sa abre wa bra Honorable Joseph Yamin, former Deputy Ashanti Regional Minister, and afeso Ora Kodwopoku wode ne wansi wo se o pese wo ye Frankatuni Emma MPP Amanyuku na dachi wabeye mampani ewo oman Ghana ono so ewo ha Kodwopoku. His Excellency to be akwaba.
Thank you. What you saying?
Nyamira do me hoye.
Igusu akrakaka. Eja sa no pay adepachi emichia wahwefo ne watiefo.
Omo nyina ajo so. And afeso Honorable Joseph Yami yechia ya che.
Papa.
Abusuafo woye national organizer aspirant Emma NDC Amanyuku no. Honorable na form to say.
Nyamia don. Bia iboko. About to know come as no. I think that the NDC will not make a mistake by not making me the national organizer.
Oh, sir. Okay.
I believe in them.
So, what the NDC
delegation?
Oh, okay.
So, I'm grooming me. So, right from constituency executive, parliamentary candidate, regional secretary. Nayasa mame experience in governance. So what I say, deputy minister. I mean, experience is there.
Okay. And Mate, Mami Musa, similar question. Okay. Said now what share Dr. Bawumia, and I'm for say, oh, Alanche Martinsu, Mbeye Kasache Jumedi Bia. If you see Honorable Akotosu, you the same thing. Does it make the race tighter for you?
I no idea. Your papa, Dr. Bawumia, na a competition meeting or yes, Anna.
I want to fans.
He was no, but he was invited fans. They say about old bicycle uchi now drew through and Sisimuna Boba. Into fans in there comes with the territory. Yesterday was a very solemn and honest presentation where TESCOIN conference, they invited the vice president to give a presentation. And the vice president went and
but gave delivering a Yaman show about what chances.
Oh no, he's the vice president and head of the economic management team, giving Ghanaians or his audience, which is the TESCOIN, the state of the nation, the state of the government. And I'm saying some more kind, you need no kind. What I say? He was delivering or shared TESCOIN phone crying. TESCOIN normally the tertiary arm of MPP. Into more information or more hope. No more called they will disseminate the good things the MPP has done and be able to tell call for so nyoma I was say
nti ma won sesa wadwen se o pese o ye Frankatuni Emma MPP Amanyuku akansie Bawumia ka ho bi
oka ho but say me makansie ambese mitu no enye obi ahoodin time se mitu akansie obi awo na ahoodin bia me so me free nipa be 100 good dem na me so me presentation on energy ebi ons be sanadwene Anna,
that's good.
Me presentation on energy. Maybe on best and because the energy sector is the biggest sector in the economy. So if I do my presentation on energy, maybe on best and look, I can see ideas, and yet say be better than you. No, me quite sure any de minimba ko tuja ama grassroots delegates. No so any day. No mashe. What I say? Yes, the ordinary Nuchika in accident. What I say? But this is the case. Ghana for is having to judge what is going on vis-a-vis the presentation.
Okay, it's our judgment near Babe, you know, vis-a-vis the presentation. But shall say through Kodopoku, per the no who you know, a pemo say, and only to be a womb and about me a home for you the chair.
Say me after me tea the Okan and I mean Saka in Krata or these two making can you know. I have a very different opinion about economics. Say economics is a subject and translate it into real life. In the sense of economics, what he's saying, you know, makes perfect sense. Say ukofa economic experts, but maybe some of them views but doesn't make their all canon say say ubia with different view in economics. It is or no can be in economics now another economic expert in junior and non stress as more kind of control just that only in because there are different theories. Baby, I made me feel say make us economics no a subject and translating to any say Ghana for almost share it you know. Maybe a makasa governance should be seen and not heard. Yes, shawa bra boom netwaba. What you say? Shawa sitem netwaba. And the governance should be seen. And the nipa and not after OTA all this beautiful presentation. No, what is his livelihood? Na bra boom to say. And no na nipa no befa e de agina so because in some kind nipa pintiase. Even me at the point. Economic technicalities, the graphs, the GDP. Russia, no, but GDP and Sanyoma. Yep, men are now tear crass on Tiasia. Ojasia said, yeah, GDP, no deficit, this, excess surplus. Men are now tear crass on Tiasia. Men are not tear crassy, Hena Sitinum. No, who say a binding Ebuano and a binding Embuano. Or can you maybe ma obi otifia otie na hu say e bia senti na nyoma boaye den o kan bibi ti say supply chain first yenwan mo makola omukofa container aba e bia ofa insuo container ba kwa otua 1900 ene otua 500% more enti clearly no ade no be du dwa so a ne bo ebeye den enti o kire Ghana for say enyoma eboye din wo dwaso no eye sa nyoma we ne baye na no eye covid obi antumi ndi ho akini ye China nyoma esi ye omuni containers wo ho ene ma enyoma boye din enti enchechiremu ode ama ni parbeta sa ene se nya bo apayo ene aban eye ntira enyoma bo din. It's an education. O just say ebi wo ho is not so educative because nipa no ontiase and I may make us a economics explanation which he did. In part, it doesn't translate to the person because the person make an pay. Obi otifie bi e hwe na setenem ehun say me kodwa so a okay body say body de yankofa free container neba in toast yanfa free container neba enti sanyoma no so no aden na ne bo ayeden e ho na fuel eba say ye e bia planting for food e di nduane ba planting for food no farm gate efum ho no nduane wo ho enso ye de fa car e bi duru ho a ne bo bedding because petrol bo kosro na den na petrol bo kosro ekun aba Ukraine and Russia and nunti no ama
eba da bay
na se petrol bo ne kosro petrol hold on petrol bo so kosro da bay. Let's put in perspective. The 20% petrol been going up ever since. Then me and petrol someone just conversation. Me church you are asking me so the presentation you know. In chechirimu the my say ubi beka say ebo we say ni say in chechirimu the my ya me so me pese ubi otifie betiase no na me ka chiro say so if you say body any toast boy den petrol then a petrol boy den. The biggest increase in petroleum products happened 2 weeks ago. 20% increase. It been see that o just say where petrol went up by 2 cedis in one window. O just say yen nyina ya ka say government should do more than the 15 pesos now no say the be ma hoto ama abagana for but according no petrol prices time one Russia for the omukun enyoma ekusisi Ukraine for epuano no and the map prices started edging up to $80 a barrel, $90 a barrel, $100 a barrel. Invasion happened, you know, a Koya could do 190. So we've been looking at, and starting it. That build up no started sometime before Christmas crowd. In Tisanyuman and I my fan go bo akosro. In two tifiena utie ye papa ba omia. Ube who say what church and simimu say onyoma bona ayeden wahano one. E be eframa no neighbor container bo akosro. The ye wahaso if a full member or petrol bo akosro. E then a petrol bo akosro. And you can't say obwa.
It is as when you not touch the okano.
A toss move.
That's it. Mammy from about a year, come against about me. I'm fine. You're not you say, I mean, I'm rank common. One also, Wabra would hear about me, where you think I 7 to year. And ye ain't Amana said you sit here, no, to say, or didn't such Russia Ukraine conflict in a COVID-19, no, a pay more say.
Prince, in the first place, I didn't want to waste time to listen to him.
Honorable, what would your radio say on any of my?
See, okay.
I
mean, wasted time. You see, I had better things to do than say, let's spend the time.
So why are shining light? Okay.
Because I mean, they know Babeka. They know Babeka as we intro, which he did perfectly well. And
he did perfectly well, just over.
No, say social media that romantic. Me wo fie na afi mape me wife aye banku bi ama me a nya adaje tena ase no na me yese mehwe through social media
playback Canada ya
exception kakra ti ho na me gi me hu tu mu se no I took a good decision that man jade na me ye the ahwe no and me share no so no I saw more of a comedy than a lecture.
A comedy say?
I didn't know, you know. It looks more comedy. I said, not serious woman sing. Say ye TV be a day.
And then I said,
you're kind in answer. But me shall see free.
Okay.
Lucky Dube or Nyumbi, I see good things. Good things. A portion of it, or say, I can sit here and teach you all the tricks in the books, but at the end of the day, it's your life. Good things comes to those who go out and make it happen. And the books much on the form. Many opinion ya doing say, your cow is different from the real situation on the ground.
But I'll say a classroom.
No, so but that is from another point of view. Or MPP ninti anto asuma mana ebetimi suspend no. Or MPP ninti no. Or so tiasia. So experts in economics and ye dey on back together. Yenti asie. The baomi akan ye no. In free nsa no. In free nitrim. He only went to do a presentation. Nti nkora bi mpanyifo bi experts bi ene de omo to ho so look at it she book no she say then bring it out. So he went in there to do a presentation. It is all about me atena say ya Prince now they never tena be a kodoti ya ubusan the question obedi do attempt to say then now do the BBC attempt. Obakache say you are asking provocative questions because now it is easy in the books to say as a result of Ukraine
and the
Russian war in 2000
and COVID.
Yeah, maybe easy pa. That's why I'm very lucky to be a but I mean I can teach you all the tricks in the books, but at the end it's your life. In 2014 was the first Ukraine-Russia war. Crimea. Russia invaded Ukraine. Crimea fear. It was serious than we. It lasted longer than we. We are still in the first month. At that time, now Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's economic lecture actually said,
inflation was around 17%, and they have brought it. That was in 2016, 2017, or more about 10%. At that time, now inflation was 17%.
Inflation said normal board, say cost
reform. Yeah, 17%. At that time, there was a Russian-Ukraine war. At that time, there was the rise of the cedi. But now, the fertilizer check free.
Was the rise of the cedi and now fall of the cedi?
Sorry, fall of the cedi
to
the dollar. Now the fertilizer check free. Today, there's a Ukraine war. We are telling us to say, the last week went Cocoa Board CEO say, cocoa farmers and poultry farmers, poultry farmers, no wajim cocoa later, no, and from Kugu food because there's no fertilizer. So if the same Ukraine war under John Mahama, I'm a young cocoa toilet, and your fertilizer and woo your cocoa so. Not a neighbor was coming to tell, and I knew if he said there was a Ukraine war before. I'm up petrol prices and so today there's no fertilizer. Are you aware that COVID, Ghana, you see the number of deaths, unfortunately, Ghana as a result of COVID. And drew one day death in USA. 1 day. Nipa, it means some nipa by 1,000 plus. The IMF didn't support USA or Germany for mama expired drugs here. And now high plane 14,000 an hour just to go and take expired drugs. See from the war where Hanuman. IMF didn't give them 2 billion. The economy is not as bad as we are talking about it today. So, they are not person today. Among for more, you see, as a result of COVID, about where to me real Ghana, everybody is quiet. And as a COVID, the Baba and they be to me over $300 million. The Azenka Bombay said they be a COVID in the bro. What do you mean? Because World Bank amount 430. You came to declare 130. 300 NACO, and everybody, people who could speak yesterday, are quiet. They are not asking questions. In Baumia's lecture, MPM, it didn't appear where that 300 million passed. We are talking about e-levy. E-levy is another subject for discussion. But e-levy is supposed to give us 7 billion cedis. And almost Ghana problem now is going to be solved by e-levy. Oka road construction I see e-levy. Oka hospital I see e-levy. Oka way I see e-levy. Okay. The COVID they are blaming the economic situation on now. That is 2 billion, which is 14 billion. 2 years equivalent of e-levy. And we are saying that the economy no.
So the revenue target in the Swati e-levy and about 4.54 baby because Russia for delay according to finance minister.
It is in me 87. And people are also redrawing mobile services. No, and he said the last time almost 10 to 12% a decline, and they are expecting that a lot more will decline. So e-levy is not going to bring in what we are expecting. But the point is that if COVID the 2 billion abroad. I didn't hear 2 billion in Togo. Did you hear that? Togo turned fuel at a cheaper price than here. I didn't hear 2 billion to Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire fuel ebo fusin yenyade. I didn't hear 2 billion in Togo. The last time we could take in a car was last February or your car not 30,000 Ghana cedis on the clear. Just within the same month. We're clearing 70,000. And Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is telling us that container shipment, of course, it is 1,000. It used to be 1,000, and now 9,000. How much you spent on the container airborne, it doesn't determine how much you pay at the port. If I port 1 year. government imposed taxes and levies and others. So when you go to Togo, it's a duty-free country. But when your duties are high, now obi a 30,000 in a month or 70,000. Now Mahmoud Baumia begin to catch and say, because you are two shipment of container mua bruchenti
and a normal
and the mua kosura. So Baumia ye economics lecturer ube failure exams biya ube kwa because he rather confuses you than say or children what he has. And what he did to me, it relieved me stress kakra and right because I took time to laugh more, and that was what I
said. On revenue mobilization, any a tour kwanswa ye faso de boaboa sikano. Dr. Mamadou Baumia dane di say omo yi 20 be free ho. If you so argument they say, oh yeah, granted we yi be from, but then again, if it's by communication service tax, ball at tour, COVID tax, and then home chronoba. It's a honor justification, you know. Could you only say?
And Pempi knows I mean, Maka say, in your mebino, ye political football. On say, oh, oppositioner, who can send be brave, who ba a bemoa, na abaya some fufro. Ain't you know, me more stand to be a me feel say, oh, oppositioner, say, dear, or wa bemu yomana or ye nasi, and son our condemning. Say, MPP, ye, NDC, ye, and nay, Eleviaba. The question is, Omoba, Ombechum, and Ombeja.
Good question. So, what do you mammy on? I mean, I do a quick radio, so power 97.9. Ya, Boahima, Ametanasi. Ya, Fireco Health alert to mammy. Na, ya ba, ya twasu power 97.9. Baba mo, share TVXYZ and commentary channel, air twasu, kojo twasu.
Inti, Ayana and Pimpi, no, who say, a buying Ghana and a air sofa. Say, Usha Teddy Okaina, Omo, I abolish 18 taxes. Was there a need to abolish all 18 taxes when you know you need revenue? It's an exercise of politics. Okay? So, it's only one country. Event saying a 12 bucket back and Adibia egum. Into who Kroyano, Abino is continuous. Into NDC, the Nyoma be by. And I'm so politics in Tino. Oba,
oh, no politics in T.
Now, if you're in opposition, what are you doing? This
and your power, mine,
that be a politics. Let's call a spade a spade. It's politics. But the same thing is happening in the NDC when they are now doing politics with e-levy. It's politics. They want to, you see, and can say, we opposition party. And was so to the white to katasu, not yeshe, not a bois ekrono. Men chance oba bemu ansana wabe. Ene ya yenyano against e-levy. One who cracked a biom diabe tuja to suggest say yes ye ba bemu sa revenue gap na edahono. You be close to sa revenue gap no with these taxes and now with this revenue. Almost every my they keep saying say expenditure no and I yen cut waste, which is fine.
But my question is say so what ye ba omia uhunu e kwan bi aban aba to wo say what the DWABOASE sikano and ya so problem ya ye wo
okay, enti problem a ye wo mi. What is the problem a ye wo? Problem a ye wo mi eye nyoma boa ayedin. Imagine say anka aban anye nyoma bia anka wa utifie no ena anka nipa pia ku omu hu because ye ma me no a omo ne papa no do mo school last weekend you know. Imagine say Ghana yedin, right? But last week no so do back school. Imagine say anka ukutua school fees anka bedin. But Ghana ye dina yesu no COVID buy no said ye papa ba me akan no MPP no ho anka NDC no ho anka COVID beba it had no respect for party enti nyoma ensunsuan so a COVID buy no abanyina no anka NDC wo ho anka san sunsuan so no beden ebeba enti imagine say anka free senior high school ni ho anka ne parents bedded on Marco school last weekend no because anke kruma yedin enumpo no so ati hunsu enumpo na omu ye kakra bi no oti hunsu de me kan say muma yenyi ye kakra ahokyera ba obi anka sa ahokyera ba but imagine say ahokyera ya ye wo mu anka o sand o back school na nka wo kutua school fees anka ben beda ko school
mami wie atoma dwes so say enye no maboa aye den kwa na ya ho kire wo man o man ga na ho nya akono bi obi ambeso obebo ye bosia
no ye different no ye different conversation.
What does that tell you about the fundamentals of the economy?
You see udi nkomo ba ko a no adi no mfa fufuro mefra
no
debi ho kire minu mienu ye wo mu no tie bosia bo enye ni di bu man
Busia boy ya famu ma
ya busia bo de bu
man ayi no mo say ayi na ba o mi a kire say busia mo boy no ye
they make count him say one me kasa eya nsem you ha to boase there are things I'm against okay I'm against busia bo it is about me kan ya ba ye ni no it's different to change ubusa me say enne aho kire aba ye bo busia e ma ye ho ntoye yo busia bo e ma ye ko oha obu mo enti busia e ma ahoto enti so producer ka say nkofo mo ye busia I'm happy ye mo ye busia it will help us say ye tra krom ha ye be yi pay sika de abo ye bra busia bo e de aho kire e na bre timani ye make out as here ti de make can say anyoma bi wo look nipa bi enye aye o hwe de no papa ba o mi akan ya o se sen you spending 25 billion Ghana cedis banking sector cleanup. What is the banking sector cleanup? Nkofo matena fie grid personal minkuminya omdo musika akoshe Ponzi schemes savings and loans omo pay interest akese nkofo di omusika aban we etues kana momo enye 7 collapse banks no na 25 billion ko mu depositors who CEOs edi omusika aban yes because
the free pay
yes enti akamane nye enti mane nye enti o ma mi bi sika akoshe allied savings and loans ni sika hye na abanye tua mana e yade boni
na wo su eka no ho
en basa ye ka da ho enti wonka de mitra fi aka tete but oye no e yade pa na say yade boni
tramie
e yade papa because papa imagine two things me ma me otifie ne papa otifie ne ni sika akoshe wo allied savings and loans anka abanye ntua mana anka sanko ni bi 2 anko ko peska asa anko yeden akutua school fees but enen ni sika she wa allied savings and loans no nana adoda anko akufa do chairman no
in the same vein
oh mami wie obusa asemo mami wie obusa asemo
di nkomo Ghana for na bia no mo ye adwuma wo sa banks no the same vein and no mutifie omu
thank you so that is where adwuma bay o se echi obutum adwuma no so ko ye adwuma ni no pi ka ho na nsem ne ba ye pi diska
evidence
they did a scale bank or she asemna ke me depositors do scale to bank na sika na she o bank wa o say masa yen kan tell asem tie
ono na asem na make
asema mi busa oni say tie asema mi ke
ono so ye ga
obi ka asema ya man tie me problem I wo sa system ni say sika enyom ekamen kwa nyebu ankamenye sa 25 billion na ye di tuatua man ko for mu ye greedy obi nsuka ko share allied savings and loans and sa ideal finance hwan omunye scan obi any prison obi or court crime nim but it's wrong from banking supervision to the governor of Bank of Ghana to all the CEOs and the owners of those savings and loans financial institutions should be in court or in jail today because middle mean they say ya ho kire for 25 billion from what we about me akan no yes am bon ho bosia insihu 8 billion every year just to find money to do what yenuanom contract almost sensan here for IPPs energy and ye here yes sensan here enu po de na ye at that time no omo ye we
e Ghana SS power no
yes ye fiska etua ye tua ho insihu then mimpo de ye covid nto nchen kakra what I say because ukoka obi so esi etuaka nsuo no ye de chair yen electricity ye de chair no obi abo nsem waya ade enei ena ehun sunsu ahun ne ye tua no ento tifi na so ho akire wa fine but imagine say ahun kire na aba no sa nyoma na ye papa na do ye no sanka wanya wasitiram ankete sen.
Okay, good question. I'm for Yami Imrem. Me sure say bia obebu ano.
Yeah, you see sometimes me I get more confused. Say if I see a chair, what the MPP really wants us to understand. Me pacho insurance electricity no, is it free?
See at that time it was free.
But they didn't tell us the EVT. And today we are I buy so the check or the check Ghana for or the check
Jamin ba buy me no me no
kojo o kasa se me yedi
oh the big I just want to kasa
I buy so COVID and you know the time they or kasa or the mine was when he had received 1 billion from the IMF 1 billion the ma say fa COVID na ya kunye den and high and one of the measures see even where the animal nam so better if you use more electricity nti sika 1 billion na yen sa aka no yeah the bema electricity now be use more na den akofom only for a bank to come and tell us so we have to pay and we are paying it is a wood then I be a bank achievement because a bank didn't go into any coffers to bring money to pay for that. In fact, I buy the aboka at electricity company. I buy GG CKS at the Akutia. So I buy here then. And you see, sometimes I am me try and me some tears say, dear no more friend or achievement. Say MPP have nothing to show. Until BBI is
no yes, I know. I'm Magana for Coma Harry.
Am
I Coma
Harry? Not at all. Then, in any case, near the Mahwine. Sir, electricity, did they go for every Ghanaian or it went for the lockdown areas? Because we know, say, in the Upper East region, Obi and Hoa was Shefi, Obi and normal duties. Even in Ashanti region, maybe I may be free. It is only the greater Kumasi. And a month for Tenefi. When you talk about water, the entire country, and yet any access to water. Even Kumasi, maybe a cool school, maybe an outie. Go and find out if you do saying pipe-borne water. So when you are mitigating the people with free water, as you said, how many people are benefiting? Achievement here then at the mouth. But the point is that they are paying it today. It's in America, say, I'm sure I'm about Umia. And no Kujina Hokasa, because I am no company from them. The point here is that Petro Buakosro. We say Ukraine-Russian war. Ukraine-Russia war is also Petro no rise a course Rokodu 130 and it dropped back to 90. At the time it was dropping back to 90, near to Petro. The 2 cities are at the account. You know the reason? The reason was the exchange rate. Exchange rate, so you craft free Ukraine. You craft free Ukraine. Now, what government said, to stabilize it, it's pay some 2 billion banks being come home, 2 billion a day from the economy. So there's still Ukraine war. But banks need to go near 2 billion the other. So it is never true that Petro cost because of Ukraine war. Again, even if it is true, Ukraine and Russia are the only exporters of crude oil. Ghana could be a become market also. So if we projected to sell petrol per budget at $60 per barrel, now I could do 130. It means that we have a win for.
At the end, the Kafa Ghana economy fundamentals on.
Very weak, bad. How is it? The economy, pension out here, the $16 billion and shocks for it. And $16 billion now, the euro you were buying and they do comparison, inflation, for say 2016 to date. But when it comes to prices, they don't do comparison. I just look at the certain thing. Iron roofing sheet. Roofing sheet in 2016. Now roofing sheet 180. 5-star roofing sheet 180. Today roofing sheet 680. 500 CDC jump. Oh, Mahmoud Bawumia will not do that comparison and be able to do it and tell us. Saying it's here then, it's here. Now you look at Neoma Omosu Omaye, and yesterday I laughed over it. For the first time in the history, for the first time, me relaxing, man wasted time and but I wasted time to sleep over it. One time in the history, first time in the history, there's E-Levy one Kahwasan. He deliberately left that one out. First time in the history. But Prince, there are certain things MPP take credit for. And I heard you this morning talking about it.
Yeah, University of Environment.
They know, yeah. With or without them, there will be that university.
And I feel
with or without them, there will be Pokuase interchange. With or without them, there will be Kumasi. I just want to emphasize.
No, Kumasi
that day,
no MC program.
That day, now we are MC. Yeah. Let me a deputy minister for the region. That day, I have the aeronautical lightning system. John Muhammad Timi fly for the first time in the history from Nigeria, ABC, around 8 p.m. in Kumasi. Ye free one ye new phone in an call board no so. Echo ye the artist's impression of how the second phase, the terminal, will look like. Just after that, and I ordered the contract to contractor. Then they move to site. My point is that now Danko Akufo-Addo take credit for Kumasi Airport. I don't understand. Because with or without another Danko Akufo-Addo, Kumasi Airport, okay, in fact, with another Danko Akufo-Addo, it has delayed. Because project in Agasa was supposed to be completed in 2018. It's a 2-year project.
COVID by
2020. Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo came to stop the project. Say, audit into the contract. Only for us 1 year after, come and cut sword for the same project. I cut sword. I order contracted to the same contractor, the same amount, the same duration of time. So even in 2018, I share contract, and in 2020 we should have finished. Project. In the last time I asked the contractor. The contractor needing the contractor. It's a British company. The last time they couldn't give me timelines, but they are saying say roughly a year by ending of this year. No much me runway.
About accountability now. Baumia etimi the omode sika omenya wagana for the moye.
What the then? Sika no the then.
At least a project.
Project no the hen. So that's why I'm saying that when you talk about project, now Pokuase interchange, a hon sika da ho. With or without you, the Paga railway line, $700 million. Sika da ho. It was starting in 2017. So with or without Baumia, in fact, or the drones for the first time, the drones aba. But for the first time, drones no banonki free. Because there was this mama company, free. But for the first time, I didn't free ni yetong. Yeah, they are at a huge cost. When you ask them of projector or mankasabaya or moaya, they say one district, one factory. One district, one factory. When I take you to Kumasi, baby, I'm free. Dako Farms, one district, one factory. Dako Farms, time I own a factory. Na me say your Unij Fashions, one district, one factory. Unij Fashions, me mami. It has been there from your home. You both and not. It was there before Nanado became president. Chira media one district, one factory, no more. When you talk about achievement, let's say one village, one dam. Yeah. One, of course, it is one village.
But also my factory scratch and chroma.
My factory now, my bob, a bians, my child, send there one son or mobile. The Omaya for from woman country, they are unable to talk about them. Meanwhile, also, my say one district, one village, one galamsey pit, and Omaya. We are Nansuna, it's an achievement. Damn, my year tour in Suna.
Breaking news be about Ora Samajete Few, veteran actor. Bobaba say we're free to ask for we say. May sure say we bra ye kwa him no agyeman e the details no beba e TT. Ye na no ba fidua mu ha na was na brabo mu aye den to the sense that Dr. Muhammad Baumia e di sika e na feso Ghana adofo bi e di sika koma no ne tete no say we're free. Details ye be bremo. But Kojo,
my wife has sent me a message say we need say me were twin. My wife said, and I said, me worry we saw what twin brother and can I say if you had that.
Just that black and white.
Every brother I'm say, my fancy baby. I see one district, one factory, no, a concept. I'm saying you and moment here, see, I mean, change them. Concept in there. So, okay, so we subscribe to one district, one factory. You may be a bind them out. Say, Okojibusia, a buying a 50% interest na Obusiano sono. Tiemfani say Obusian Kalkobon interest for 20%. Who subscribe to one district, one factory. A buying no a 50% of interest to be 10% pay. Now buying for 10%. Say all imported machines are buying MAO importing duty free under one district, one factory. Companies pia na omo Ghana na omo ewo hodada no na ebi ebre obi wo ha na opese obie the company nim but unisika one bosia ode beye nini ho cause okobo bosia ohwe interest rate na ewo soro machines ode be ba no ofu say duty be boso no ontumi and the concept of one district one factory buy no yes existing companies need be take advantage of it
to betway p
obetumi IB I seen a baby for fraud. Into one more example,
I change the Kwame Nkrumah.
Basa, you see, me, na me no kasa makachro. You will be
I get that, but then again,
Kwame Nkrumah, what is the comparison? What is the comparison? What is our obsession with Kwame Nkrumah? Why do we have to bring Kwame Nkrumah into any conversation? I don't want to answer that.
Yes or no,
bruv? I don't want to answer that. Why do we bring Kwame Nkrumah into every conversation? But for me, I'm against when Baumia said it. I'm against when you say it.
Okay.
So let's move on. Why identity the biano obi pese na Nkrumah ye di obetumi oko timamu force ye ni obetumi I say obi aba mu a sa infrastructure de no ye pese ye ni be ye se de ye ni Kwame Nkrumah na eko competition ye moving on mame kasma make ampacho say o share one district one factory kasa preko me na me boa ye facilitate omo de kasa preko wa hefa e was Spintex but Kasapreko na omo plan say also omo see another factory e wo Kumasi. They applied to one district one factory. And na omo nya 50% omo kobo obosia omo nya 50% discount on the interest. And na machines omo de buy be see factory e wo Kumasi no omo importing it duty free. Into omo see Kumasi de okwaya santo ho na de si ho no. Isn't there a new district in Kumasi? Isn't there a new factory in that district? Isn't there a new factory in that district?
For my simple mind,
isn't there answer my brother?
No.
Say under that concept, right now, Kasapreko, isn't there a new factory in that district?
No. Paramount Distilleries.
Yes.
And a Casapato. And I
ayana me do omo aniso ade people who dream aban bia ba na so odreamia is we are good for it yeah papa mahama buy o ka so be see 250 schools. What we are seeing now, but OCB, we have the country is better for it, aren't we?
Yeah.
And you know, obi dreamia, so obi see one district. Hold on, my brother. Obi kasa obi see 200. Obi kasa mani kasa. But nipa obi see. Oka say obesi one district one factory on see more than 100. What's 100? On see 100. There are 100 factories under the one district one factory. Concept. Whether you want to see it or you don't want to see it, they different thing. Under the concept. Go. You see moon central for under the concept. There is under the concept. There is 100 operational factories.
Okay.
Well, in Musame, you can take your car, fuel it and go and do a documentary on it. Whether Yampa. Don't let Yamin deceive.
No.
Yamin is politics. Yamin, you're saying as about when you're independent verification, the Pakra says, listen, assemble where Papa can or say Anka COVID beba, Anka Ukraine for ni Iraq, Ukraine Russia war beba. Why Nanka Owa Baimua, Sanyo me ba ye no, Ghana a hochre no.
Okay.
That one nobody is disputing. Okay. But the level of ahochire right now no about to be school free. Unya be maybe an hour for be mani mouse can school. 2. And your boy ding. Yes, but say utumi ko farmer nnuane wo ho a ubenya bia 3 ya papa no one district one factory no ebinu mo 100 factories obenya dwuma ye
30 seconds
Prince unim say na omo ba ko school na ye tie mom free no perspectives no nko about 3000 Ghana cedis what check it call them find nyoma obeto dia ko school no
3,000
30 million yeah chese na my bad west.
It's in the crap solution.
No, but see, I think I'm catching say it was more of a comedy than public.
But so comedy you enjoyed over your
the latest breaking news on Samajete Fion, Minya Ajimani Power near what the details no ever say friend taxi driver say I say we free no Ajimai Tenasia what the details no ebebrem nothing no one back kwasem kakra no ye ne mache ewo the biggest mid morning show power ni Ajimani what the best is here but sabre ye beda mu nyina ma se medi the prince kwame nka nyame ya adoma na watwe ebesi no ye besa share bio bye bye.